Good numbing. Hello YouTube, I hope you're all doing well. Today we're starting a new journey. We finished up Hades last week, we finished up Atelier Riser 3 last week, well minus that DLC whenever that comes out. So this week, going into, Monday and so on and so forth, and getting closer to my birthday, ooh, only a few weeks away, we're taking a trip down memory lane for me personally. This game is Final Fantasy IV. Originally released in the early 90s for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, I first experienced it at around 6 years old on the PlayStation 1. It was my very first RPG, and it was the very first one I finished, and it was the one that started it all for me, effectively. I have a lot of nostalgic memories, I have a lot of love and time and history with Final Fantasy IV that I'll hopefully get to share as the moments come along as we work our way through this recently released Pixel Remaster. I say recently released on console, it's been on PC for about just under 2 years. But yeah, this game means a lot to me. This game is the reason why I then went on to play every single Final Fantasy. This is the game that made me give Persona a chance a little later on. This was the game that helped make me want to play more Pokemon, because I was always kind of into it, but not really. This was the game that made me want to actually sit down and learn it. This was the one. This was the everything. I still think the fact that 6-year-old me could beat it proves that it's an extremely accessible game, regardless of which version of it you play. But sitting on this main menu can only tell you so much. Yeah, 1991. So, instead of sitting around, let me just double check my settings. If the volume's too loud, then let me know. I did turn it down because it seemed a little loud at first, but we'll figure it out as we go. Let's just dive straight in. Final Fantasy IV. Also, I'll be playing with the original soundtrack and not the Pixel Remastered soundtrack. That's just personal preference kicking in. If we cover what Final Fantasy 1, 2, and 3, I will play with the remastered soundtrack, because I do actually prefer them. For 4, 5, and 6, the original soundtracks are too iconic to me. Hello, I hope you're doing well. Captain, we will arrive at Baron shortly. Very well. The captain seems kind of down. After what we did, who wouldn't be? But let me know what we're doing on volume. If the game's too loud or whatever, let me know. Orders are orders, but killing innocent people to get the crystals isn't right. I'm the captain. Yeah, so our game begins under order of the Empire, basically, to raid this magic village and acquire the crystal. Resulting in many magicians, or mages apiece, dying. The Red Wings are supposed to protect people, not harm them. That's enough. But Captain, surely you don't condone what we've done. All of you listen well. The raid of Mystidia was imperative for Baron's prosperity. The Mystidians know too much about the crystals their very possession of is a threat to Baron. His Majesty ordered we obtain their crystal, and the soldiers of the Royal Air Force we are sworn to obey. Captain. Captain, monster sight dead ahead. Prepare for battle. What sort of TV am I playing this on? Just my TV. Just my personnel. It's not a monitor or anything fancy. I'm literally just playing it off my console. I don't really know what TV it is in detail. It's just like a TV screen. It's just a widescreen 24-inch screen that I just sit in front of. Are you alright? We've got more hostiles. Damnation. Okay, no, my TV's old. It's it does up to 1080p. It does 1080 and it can only take up to 60. It's old. But I've had no, like, desire to upgrade, and so until I do, it's staying like this. I'm perfectly content with 1080-60. Is everyone okay? All accounted for, sir. We've been encountering more monsters than ever lately. There's no end to them. Could it be some kind of omen? Captain, we're now approaching Baron. Very well, prepare for landing. Oh, it's so nostalgic for me. I haven't actually played the Pixel Remastered version of this game at all. I've only ever played the original, the PS1 version, and mostly the PSP version. Because the PSP version is goated. Well done, so the crystal is now ours. The Mystidians, I keep on saying Mystidians. The Mystidians put up no resistance. In fact, they were completely defenseless. Is this pity I perceive? Come, Captain, His Majesty awaits. Oh, also, this is one of those games where if you play it, I will probably end up humming a lot of tracks as I go, because this soundtrack is iconic to me. It'll be worse in Final Fantasy VI. As much as I love this game more as a whole, I also played a mountain ton of Final Fantasy VI as a kid, so I will be humming that a lot as well. If you'll excuse me, Captain, I must speak to His Majesty in private. Please wait here. Your Majesty, I'm afraid Cecil can no longer be trusted. He clearly questions your authority. He does. Your counsel is well heeded, Baigen. But so long as I obtain the crystals, Cecil's transgressions matter little. Send him in. Yes, Your Majesty. Captain, His Majesty summons you. The Kingdom of Baron hails your return. May I have the crystal? Yes, Your Majesty. Handed over the water crystal. It looks genuine to me, sire. It is beautiful to behold. You are dismissed, Cecil. Your Majesty. Yes? Captain, what is it? Your Majesty, forgive me, but what are your intentions regarding the crystals? My men are confused and displeased at their orders. And what of you? Do you question my command? No, I only ask. Silence! Do not think your treachery has slipped past me. I trusted you, Cecil, but you leave me with no choice. I hereby relieve you of your command of the Red Wings. Your Majesty! Now I charge you with another duty. Slay the phantom beast that plagues Mist Valley, and deliver this bomb ring to the village of Mist. You will leave tomorrow at first light. Your Majesty, I beg you to reconsider. Cecil has done no wrong. Ah, Cain, if you are so concerned about your traitorous friend, you may accompany him. Your Majesty, now take the ring and be gone. Receive the bomb ring. Yeah, gee, that doesn't sound ominous at all, huh? Oh, take this to this humble little village. Oh, what's it called? The Bomb. Are you sure, Your Majesty? Are you questioning me again? No. Your Majesty. I'm sorry, Cain. Once we've completed the mission, the King's bound to forgive us both. You'll command the Red Wings again in no time. Get some rest. Leave tomorrow's preparations to me. And now we're finally in control. Yes, it confirms, circle the run, triangle for the menu, square for auto battle battles or clear up the map. And then you can use the bumpers to alternate what party members you got on screen. And then you can also do, yep. Majesty's acting very strangely lately. Whatever others may say, I trust the king. Also, the only thing I'm not too keen on, and it's just entirely preference thing, you can move diagonal in this game, and it just feels weird to me, because you obviously couldn't in the original. I prefer to have Cecil at the top. I know they try and make it so like you start in the middle and go out, but I prefer Cecil being on the top. Yeah, we have no items on us. You can do things like you can have continuous auto battle, you can have cursor memory, battle messages, battle speed. Battle speed I will have on very fast though, just trust me on that one. If you're used to these sort of things, yeah, you want it on that. But you can, like, have the remaster on if you want instead at any time. I prefer the original though. Additionally, new to the console version, you can put on boosts. You can turn off encounters, you can change the multiplier of experience, and you can change the multiplier of how much gil you get, money. So the already, what I'd argue is one of the more accessible Final Fantasies in the series, is even more accessible now. If you don't want to grind, put on quad experience. You know? But I digress, let's move on. Mist Valley is northwest of Baron. With you and our Commander Kane joining forces, nothing will be able to stop you. What's wrong? I'm sorry to have dragged you into this. Don't be. I acted of my own free will. I mastered the Dark Sword on His Majesty's orders, but it was to protect Baron, not to plunder. You're not to blame. I'm sure the king has his reasons. I envy you, Kane. I envy the path you chose. I suppose I could have attained a higher rank had I become a Dark Knight. My father was a dragoon, but he passed away when I was still young. I felt that I could keep some sort of connection with him if I became a dragoon as well. I didn't mean to bore you with my stories. Anyway, I don't need your concern. The only thing you should be concerned about is slaying that beast tomorrow. I don't want to be the only one pulling his weight. I'll give as good as you, rest assured. That's more like it. We should get some sleep. We'll rise early tomorrow. Additionally, you can bring up the map. Now, this was not a thing in the original game. You could bring up the map like this, and you can also like bring up the world map from here as well, and it will tell you how many chests or just collectible items are present in an area. We can't get all 18 chests at the castle yet, so we returned to the castle several times. So don't worry about it yet. There is a trophy on the console version of every Final Fantasy to get every single chest available. So that being there is very helpful, because you can get some money, ethers, and a tent over here as well. Take items from the storage tab on your mission. Press the door on the wall, open the door. Yeah, because it's a tutorial to make sure you actually know what you're doing. So you've got 480 gil, and said our items. Ethers restore MP, and your tent is when you're outdoors or on a save point, you can get a group-wide full recovery. Baron's secret treasures rest behind this wall, but access to that chamber is forbidden. Yeah, remember this is here. We need to be on the other side of the castle, but it's just like showing you around like this. We can't go up to this tower, it's off limits. There's more loot up there, so of course. It's just little things for you to remember on the first run. Additionally, the Pixel Remaster saves between every screen. As you can see on the bottom right, it literally comes up saying saving. I will still like almost only be relying on manual saves. Actually, it's not where I want to go first. But that is there if you just need that convenience. It's because there's a mobile version that it also saves between screens, so if you need to come off immediately, you can. Sleep! Sleep dreams, pal. Was it? You're not sleepy at all? Well, heck, what did I do wrong? We're diligently working to develop more spells for actual combat. Basic spells like Fire and Blizzard aren't powerful enough to defeat many monsters, but I do seem to remember hearing about more potent spells. I wonder if this will still call it Fire 2 and Ice 2, or Blizzard 2, or whether it will adopt Final Fantasy 8 onwards is Fire or Fire-Aga. Rosa became a white mage for you, Cecil, to help you in any way she could. Please don't worry her too much. Oh, you can also pause through this as well if you want to get back to the title screen. The king is brimming with vigor these days. I find it somewhat out of character. I'm currently studying basic white magic. Okay, no, it has got the Cure, Cure, Yep. There are 4 levels of cure spells: the Cure, Cura, Curaga, and Curaja. There's an entire Square Enix graph of what each tier spell naming means. So if you're curious how many levels it goes, like how far up the list it goes in terms of naming conventions and whatnot, you can see how powerful each one. So when like Donald Duck in Kingdom Hearts 3 uses Zeta Flare, you know how like that's like one of the more powerful versions of Flare ever used. Like he's stronger than the dragons in Final Fantasy. Cecil! Thank goodness you're alright. I was so worried you left in such short notice. We're fine. I wish the same I could say the same for the Mysidians we slaughtered. Cecil! Come see you later, okay? Very well. That is the prison, right? Yeah, with the Mysidians. We've looked up the Mysidian mages who opposed us, sir. You can talk to them through the bars. You won't get away with this, you hear me? You idiots don't know anything. The crystal isn't just some any old jewel. I don't expect you to spare us, but please, return the crystal to Mysidia. Are we the bad guys? Yes, we are currently. Cecil's having some moral dilemmas about it, but yeah, we're currently with the bad guys. Well, look who's back. Rosa was worried sick about you. It's gonna be so weird playing Final Fantasy IV, Sid, and then when 16 comes out, experiencing that game, Sid. Don't you ever do that to her again, yeah? So, how are my airships? I'll bet you and your goons rigged up something awful. Hey, what's the matter with you, kiddo? Well, what, the king demoted you? What about the Red Wings? They'll be a mess without you. Come to think of it, the king's been acting peculiar for some time. His Majesty ordered me to build an airship for killing people. Everyone's worried about him. Anywho, be careful out there. Make short work of that mission and get back safe. Oh, I have to start heading home. My daughter will kill me if I'm not back soon. That's basically Cecil's dad-in-law, because Cecil and Rosa are a couple. And that's Rosa's dad. Oh, my arm's broken. Yeah, what about these three? Well, we'll just eat and laugh and try to forget about Mysidia. So much for the Red Wings' honor. Still can't believe what we did. Also, it's a traditional Final Fantasy game. If you're not talking to every single NPC you pass by, you're doing it wrong. It's world building, and usually it gives you an idea of where you need to go if you're new to it. If you're new to classic Final Fantasy, I can't stress enough, talk to everyone, because you'll always figure out where you need to go by doing it. I'm playing Octopath. Oh, I really want to play Octopath. Like, Octopath 2's on PS 4 and 5, so I really want to play it. I just haven't, it's just, I don't know where to fit it in my schedule yet, is the problem. There's too much other stuff I want to play this year that it's just kind of, I'll get to it. Because we've got Final Fantasy 16 in June. I'm knee-deep in the Atelier franchise, and we've got the Marie remake, the original 1997 Marie remake in July. I want to cover Neptunia Sisters v Sisters before Game Maker Revolution comes out, which I know is like a while away yet, but still I want to get on it. I want to start the Arlen Saga, which is 3 games. There's Caligula Effect 2, since I covered Caligula 1. You know what I mean? Like, there's so much. There's a lot of RPGs in particular that I want to cover this year. And so I want to cover Octopath, and I absolutely will as soon as the opportunity arises. It's just not yet. I've changed your sheets, sir. I hear you depart early tomorrow morning, so good night. Yes, I will rest. Also, the biggest change that's on the console version of the Pixel remasters is that you can change the font. And I did. You can have the font that the game released with, which is kind of ugly, or you can have pixel font, and pixel font is just the way to go. What happened to the king? He covets the crystals as though he's possessed. And it seems he'll resort to any means to get them. Ugh, nevertheless, I can't defy him. How could I cross the man who raised Cain and me like his very own? The chivalrous knight whom I've adored and admired since childhood. I will not betray him. I can't. Cecil. What's going on? You just returned from Mysidia, and now you must journey afar to battle some phantom beast? It's all too sudden. Everything's fine. Cecil, look at me. In Mysidia, we killed innocent people to steal their crystal. It was horrible. But I suppose this is the fate of a dark knight. Soon, I won't even feel remorse for my actions. You and I both know that will never happen. Still, I can't defy the king. I'm a hopeless coward. The Cecil I know would never whimper like this. The Cecil I love. You leave for Mist early tomorrow, right? Yes, but don't worry. Kane's coming too. I'll be fine. Trust me. Please come back to me in one piece. Thank you, Rosa. There was a dark night, you know we can never truly be together. The next morning, So, you ready for some real combat? Always. Lead the way. And the main theme kicks in as we start the beginning, the real opening of Final Fantasy IV. Open the gates. Two badass some bitches are gonna go storm a village. And so, the Dark Knight Cecil was stripped of his command as captain of the Red Wings. He and the Master Dragoon Kane head for the Foggy Valley and the village of Mist. So, the advent of the airships marked the realization of Baron's dreams, but also the birth of his militarism. With its Royal Air Force, the Red Wings, Baron soon reigned supreme. Now, as monsters multiply and stir unrest, Baron only exploits its power to collect the world's crystals. Why? The crystals merely shed their light in silence. I think this is the last Final Fantasy game to do the text scroll. I don't remember if 5 does text scrolling. I know 6 doesn't, because 6 has that extremely beautiful intro of the robots marching over the marshlands towards the village with the opening credits. But welcome to the main world, the open world. Well, open world as you can get in 1991. Here's your whole world map. You can move around freely however you see fit. When you're on the world map, you can save at any time. Walking around minding your own business has a chance to trigger a random encounter on every step. Depending on what area you're in, depends on the encounter rate. When you're in battle, I'll put on this one, you go into the ATB system. This game is an ATB RPG. In fact, it's the inventor. This very game is the inventor of ATB RPGs. What that means is active time battle. Instead of being reliant on, you take your turn, the enemy takes theirs. Instead, absolutely every skill, action, and spell has a cooldown of sorts. The stronger it is, the bigger the cooldown, so it becomes a balancing act of strategy towards what you use. That cooldown affects how long you have to wait before your next turn comes in. Everything in the game plays by this rules, you and your enemies. If an enemy uses a super strong attack, there's a good chance they won't be attacking again straight away, so you'll have plenty of time to act. However, and you can already see this because I'm sitting on this screen, in the options, you can have active mode and wait mode. In wait mode, the game world will pause when you're on any kind of scrolling menu, aka spell lists and item lists. So it gives you a chance to configure and think about what you want to do, whilst only moving when you're not doing anything else. You can tell what our ATB bar is by the bars next to the character's name. You see, like now Kane used an attack, there's a bar going. Now I've used darkness, I'll say all the enemy's dead, you won't get to see it. Darkness would fill up slower. And that's the general gist. Be wary, however, if you're using darkness. Darkness saps your own health to do damage, so if you spam it, you will burn your own health bar before you know it. Needle, PlayStation 5 and 4K TV. Messing this game to be ugly, but it looks good. Yeah, well, it's pixel remastered. All 6 Final Fantasies were completely rebuilt in a new pixelware engine. So yeah, they're gonna look good. Like they didn't just take the original game and put like a filter over it or something. No, they're all fully like almost rebuilt in the new pixel engine art style. So they look great. 6 especially looks fantastic. And that's saying a lot because 6 already looked bloody brilliant. 6 is a phenomenal looking game, even of its time. When you look at what it managed to accomplish on the SNES, it's absurd. I'm doing a smidge of grinding. I like to at least be level higher. I'm on level 10, so like level 11 before we get going. the biggest grind we'll do, and I'll probably use the boost just to get moving on it, when we get to the end of Mount Ordeals and Cecil is no longer a Dark Knight, because, yeah, spoilers, we're going to be getting a new job class for Cecil later in the game. When you become a Paladin, Cecil gets reset to level 1. Like, just straight up, he just gets reset. Alright, Cecil's leveled up. And so when that happens, although the game just expects you to just carry on, because although you're set to level 1, your stats aren't too bad, I usually grind Mount Ordeals until Cecil's level 20. So that usually only doesn't take that long, it only takes about 20 to 30 minutes. But obviously on stream, that will take longer, so I will just use the quad multiplier to boost that and get it done quicker. There are a couple moments, I'll do a few more fights, I want to see if I can get level up Kane. Actually, it doesn't really matter, because Kane's not going to stay in our party for long. So I'll just actually start moving and just fight what we come across. And I love that the console re-release, or the console release of the Pixel Remaster, sorry, added the ability to play with the original soundtracks. So you have the option between the remastered soundtrack or the original. And so with 4, 5, and 6, I genuinely prefer the originals, especially on 5. 5's Pixel Remaster soundtrack, I'm straight up not a fan of, because 5's soundtrack is very drum involved, and the drum was pretty loud in the original release, and in the remaster, most tracks either remove the drum or quieten it down a lot, and it just isn't the same. All the orchestral flair in the world doesn't replace a good drum beat, you know? And 4 and 6, it's just like, well, I grew up with 4 and 6, so it's just personal preference. What I can show off quickly, however, it's down here, and it's something that's worth learning how it works now, because it will just save time later. Until we actually get an airship of our own, yeah, you're going to kind of have to pay attention to a little of this. You can find these little patches of forest. These, if it's like a perfect circle like this, go into the middle of it, it is a chocobo forest. Oh, no, we don't have a, Greshel Green. In the back here, in these spots, if you have a Greshel Green, you can bring up a storage box. So it's also the other reason why you need to, like, remember these are here. But you can just ride a chocobo. If you're on a chocobo, it disables encounters and you move faster. But you cannot enter caves with it, so you do have to hop off. But speaking of caves, let's enter the Mist Cave. The Mist Cave, our opening dungeon, is literally only one floor. You're looking at it. The map will also give away where treasure chests are, so if you're looking to 100% an area, you can be like, oh, there's a chest there, there's a chest there. So if you're going for the 100% trophy, forget all treasure chests, the game will help you out. There's an item I missed in Chocobo Forest? What? Hang on. What? I don't remember there being... Oh, sorry, hang on. Let me just do that for a second so I can just run back over there. I need to see what the game's on about. What do you mean I missed an item? It's gotta be like an invisible item, that's why I'm just doing this. Aha! There we go. Don't cheat, it's not cheating. Turning off encounters is not cheating. Okay, there is an item. And then from here, you can use it. I'm not going to use the Greshel Green here, but yeah, there was an item there. There. I don't remember that Greshel Green being there. I guess it's because I usually don't bother with the storage. The storage is helpful, just not yet, so I just usually don't bother. But yeah, I don't remember that item being there. Oh well. Oh, Kane leveled up anyway, which is kind of what I wanted anyway, so it worked out, our little back and forth. The enemies in here are mostly the same. The only thing you need to be wary of is the boss at the end, because the boss is a tutorial, and if you're not paying attention, yeah, you won't live it. And it's a familiar tutorial. A lot of classic Final Fantasies have a very familiar tutorial boss, where it's basically teaching you how ATB works. Oh, these guys can be a little annoying, the flying eyes. Just because, although it's unlikely, they can inflict status conditions. Thankfully, they're relatively frail. Well, everything is at this point in the game, still. Turn back! Well, who's there? Just contained a potion. You don't need to use that potion yet. Oh, preemptive strike. Ambushes and preemptive strikes. Preemptive strike is that you start on full ATB and they start on empty ATB. And ambush is the other way around. They start full ATB so they can attack immediately and you start on empty so you have to build up. There's also back attacks as well, but back attacks mean nothing to us right now because we've only got 2 party members. You can have up to 5 party members active at one time in Final Fantasy IV. I believe it's the only mainline Final Fantasy to have 5. All the rest is usually 4 or 3. And more insects. Oh, right, yep, this chest, right. Nearly forgot about you. Eye drops, that's good. Eye drops cures blindness. And blindness is a plight of a status condition to get. Oh, Kane is getting a smidge low. Okay, I will. There you are, my friend. We're getting a smidge low as well, but we should be fine. Actually, you know what we've got? Let's do that. Because we've got a boss fight coming up. Leave at once! Could that be the Phantom Beast of Mist Valley? Knights of Baron. Who are you? Leave now, or suffer the consequences. Show yourself. Do you choose to ignore my warnings? Yes. We have to get to Mist. We're not turning back. So be it. The mist is gathering. Alright, tutorial boss. And we get to enjoy this god tier boss theme. The tutorial boss works very simply. When the Mist Dragon is in a physical form, attack it. If it transforms into just mist, do not under any circumstance attack it. Because it's teaching you how the ATB system works. The game will keep moving. So wait. It won't do anything. But if you attack it when it's in the mist form, it will counter-attack and it will do great damage. See? It's returning to its dragon form. Attack now. Just be careful with Kane's jump, because Kane's jump takes 2 turns, or like around about 2 turns worth of actions. You could jump up, he could transform, and then Kane will land on it. Ooh, good crit. And then if he lands on it, it will still count as you messing it up, and then you have to suffer the counter. So it then teaches you the timing art of knowing when to use it and when not to. When to take the risk and when not to. But this guy's nearly dead. The Mist Dragon doesn't have much health. If you can believe it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I think we're about to take a smack, so I already hit the button. Yep. Alright, here's what this is what it does. Attacking the mist is futile. The mist will retaliate if attacked. Attack when the dragon appears. Yeah, I know, I just already clicked the button. It was too quick. Also, you can press triangle to snap between the two characters at any time. If you've got multiple characters that are powerful and you want someone else to have their turn before the other, you can do that. Oh, good crit. There we go. There's our Mist Dragon gone. Also, you can press the bumpers to swap who you want as your field character. And that's it, we're on the other side. Oh, that's cute. I haven't actually seen the save screen for this. It shows you where your position is, where you are, time, date, and your party. That's cute. I like that. Over here is the Millage of Vist, I nearly said. Village of Mist. A small area, you can see from the humble map. There's a few things here, but we can't get anything yet, so don't worry about it. The ring is glowing. Hey, the thing called the bomb ring is actually a ring that releases bombs. Who would have thought? What the? This is why he sent us here? We destroyed the entire village. Why would he make us do this? No, Mommy! Huh? My mom's dragon died, and because of that, my mom died too. What? I heard that people with the power to call forth monsters, summoners they're called. Then we're responsible for killing her mother by killing the dragon. He said out loud with the kid in earshot. You killed my mom's dragon? We didn't know that would happen. So that was the king's plan, to annihilate every summoner in this village. That can't be. I'm afraid it's true. I'm also afraid we're gonna have to get rid of the girl. What? That's what the king would expect. It's her or us. But she's just a child. You intend to defy the king? I refuse to carry out any more slaughter in the king's name. I knew you'd say that. Don't worry, I'm on your side. You are? I owe the king so much, but I can't disgrace the dragoons. So you'll join me? Yes, but we'll need the support of other nations if we're to oppose the mightiest kingdom in the land. And we have to get Rosa out of Baron. Thank you, Kane. Save it. This isn't for your sake. This place is dangerous. We'd better get going. What about the girl? We can't leave her. We'll have to take her with us. It's alright, we won't hurt you. We just killed your mum by accident. But you're gonna have to come with us, okay? No! Come on, we have to go now. No, go away! Wait! I hate you! You killed my mum! I mean, yeah, okay, fair. Hey, kid. Can we talk this out? Go away! Can we talk this out? Summoned Titan. Oh, God. Ah! Oh. This is a very powerful kid. She's safe, thank goodness. Kane? Kane! Oh, I have to get her out of here. Kane, I pray that you're alive. And now we're stuck here. We can't go back to Mist because it's literally blocked off the land. Now you check the map. Yeah, we're now entering the desert. Additionally, what button is it? Yeah, you can do this. So you want to read the map a bit better. Oh, you can... That's better to know. That's good to know. If you press the right stick in, you can turn encounters off on a moment's notice. That'll be very helpful for just, like, getting little things done. You are entirely on your own now, however, so be wary. Your priority should be to head straight to town. I'm just being a fool who likes a battle. The way experience system works is instead of it being like, you kill an enemy and it drops 10 experience points, and like everyone in your party gets 10 experience points, if you follow that example, but you have 2 party members, they'll both get 5 experience instead. So sometimes fighting on your own is actually in your best interest, because you can power level. You can make it so someone will get the entirety of the experience. But anyway, we come to Kaipo, the oasis in the desert. You see, there's a good selection of places to go. There's armory, there's an inn, there's a shop, a few water places, a couple extra houses. It's a relatively relaxed location, with only one little item hidden away, which I believe is in a pot. I have to find a place to rest. Welcome. Oh, she looks very pale. Is she alright? Get her to her bed quickly. She can rest there free of charge. Thank you. I don't remember where absolutely every single item in this game is. Already proven by the fact I missed a Geschel Green. But still. Hey, are you alright? My name is Cecil. What's yours? I'm so sorry about your mother. I understand if you can't forgive me. Will you at least let me protect you? Okay, the innkeeper said the kid can stay here free of charge, Cecil. Uh-oh. Cecil, I finally found you. Wait. I'm here on the king's orders. All summoners from Mist must be annihilated. Hand over the girl now. Not a chance. Then you shall die. We'll see about that. Attack! Yeah, the general's going to give the orders and then they will attack. But as you can see, when you've got darkness prepping, you tend to have better defense. It's just obviously you're sacking health after you use it, so you have to be wary. Retreat! Yep. You can choose to instead kill the general to try and get a smidge more experience, but it's more difficult considering you're on your own. Are you okay? Yes, don't worry about me. I won't let anyone hurt you. Promise? I promise. I'm Rydia. Rydia. Someone of Rydia has joined your party. All set. Oh wow, yeah, I forgot what Kid Rydia's sprite looks like. You can see the stats from here as well. Accuracy 83. Her accuracy is 40. Don't attack Rydia. don't attack Rydia. She is a magic user, first and foremost. She can summon a choke with her power. She'll get better summons later on, just for now, don't worry about it. Here's our general shop if you need to get anything. Potions, basic health recovery. They're not that great, so don't hold on to them. Phoenix Downs, resurrection. Gold needles to resist petrification. Petrification is another form of death. If your whole party is petrified, it will game over, so keep at least a couple on them. Maiden's Kiss for Toad. Don't worry about Toad so much. I will get a couple of these for poison, though. Literally a couple. Actually, I will get a couple of Maiden's Kiss just so we're on it. Get... Yeah, that'll do. Excuse me. Thank you. Quench your thirst with Kaipo Punch. Well, hello. We really have visitors these days, with all the monsters running around. I'm trying to remember if there is anything. You're going to see me do that a lot, so I'm trying to remember where secrets are. I wonder if the dev room's still in this game, in the remaster. I'm a travelling scholar. I want to go to Fabul, which lies east of Damsian, to do a little research. But some old man in a water cavern won't let me through. I want to go to the Antlion Cave east of Damsian because of untold riches inside. Too bad only royals are allowed in there. Once again, talking to NPCs gives you an idea of where you can go. But as I double check the item, all the pots we've asked to, our first priority should be over here. You can get that treasure chest, it's just you have to find the sneaky way around to it. Oh, you can also naming ways in every town. If you want to change the name of your characters to whatever you want, you can. I will leave it at default because I prefer it that way, but you can name change. Oh, okay, she has got that equipped then. The game will tell... The text means they've got it. If it's an up arrow, it'll be better for them. If it's a down arrow, it'll be worse for them. So you can see at a glance what each character should be getting. But way over on the other side is where our weaponry is. Welcome, what can I do for you? Is it the staff is better? She can also use a bar and arrow if you want to make her more of an accurate person. Or if you want, like, instead of, like, magic-based. But no, I will keep her magic-based. Later in the game, she gets access to, whips, and I almost never use them. So just checking again. Oh, there it is. I knew there was something. I found a girl inside a barren lying unconscious just outside of town. The poor thing came down with desert fever. She just kept muttering the same name, Cecil, over and over. Yep. Rosa's been found. Rosa! Rosa. Cecil. Cecil, don't die on me. To cure desert fever, you need a rare jewel called the Sand Ruby, only found in a cave where the Antlion dwells. Oh, there's also this. I want to go to Damsian to become a dancer, but the water is filled with monsters. I've been practicing though, check out these moves. Yeah, not every village has a dancer, but more than you'd think has a dancer that you can talk to that'll do a little 1991 performance for you. And I fell deeply in love with someone, but she left Kaipo because Sage Teller didn't approve. Oh boy, doesn't he. I hope Spoony Bard's still in this game. I hope that line's still in it from the original localization. Anyway, our goal is, you see that... I wish I could zoom in on this page. There's a bump coming out, like, to our north from here. I think that's what we gotta check. I don't think we can go all the way around yet. Yeah, no, it's that cave there. Because we can't go around because we need the hovercraft. And the underground waterway, south entrance. You can see it? Smidge bigger. And 2 floors. And a lot of chests. So let's just get a move on. Oh, whoops. Tent. Oh, I think this will introduce tents to us, by the way. As you can see, Rydia's frail as fuck, so don't let her lead. Oh, also dark. And these enemies are undead, so they're resistant to darkness. I'm surprised she hit it, considering it. Ooh. Until Rydia actually starts getting spells, yeah, get used to this. Rydia's like, you're going to be on like guardian duty. It doesn't help us that we got the 4 zombies encounter, which is like, this is brutal. This is brutal for an encounter to start on, because there's really not much we can do. Like, this is kind of like worst case scenario of all the enemies to kind of hop onto us. But what I might do is actually, if we're going to get zombies, I might leave the cave afterwards just to kind of get a couple levels in Rydia. But, I mean, if we can get through this, it'll be fine. It's just she needs some MP bad. And you have to actually, unfortunately, you know, finish an encounter to get the experience out of it. So we have to actually finish this even though we've beaten 2 enemies, so you think we get experience for that. We might just have to bum rush the last enemy though, because we're going to run out of ethers. Oh, actually, we can just cheat. We can just do this. I missed. Alright, never mind. We'll use a potion instead. It's undead, so healing will hurt. Oh, well, not cheats as in cheat. You know what I mean. Also, Rydia learn Blizzard, Cure, and Sight. Alright, now we've burnt most of our items. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna go back to the shop and restock and try and level up Rydia a little bit so she can actually be a bit more effective. But if you go to her magic... you can organize. I'll probably put it on organize manual later on, but for now we can do it like that. Because there's 4 cure spells, so you have to kind of organize around it a little bit anyway. Oh, she has like no MP, whoops. You don't need to share that, dude, but okay, see ya. Why do we still have the bomb ring? Oh, I mean, it's used bomb ring. I was like, why do we still have that? Oh, actually, can we? I don't think we can buy ethers. I can double check, but I don't think there's any. I didn't see any ethers. No. Okay, so we just gotta be a smidge more wary on our magic. I forgot ethers aren't until later. I think you can buy an elixir in this game, but they're like, it's one of. If you've ever played a Final Fantasy. If you get the option to buy an elixir, they are ungodly expensive, unless that game is Final Fantasy 15, where for some reason you just have a million of them. There's actually a mega elixir next to the rock you start the game on. Oh yeah, you can. Oh, you can't press R2. Okay, L2. If you press L2, you can alternate it between single target and multi-target. However, multi-target removes some of the damage, so there's a trade-off. We're going to save our magic when we need it. Actually, I do want to get one more level. I like how on the minimap in the corner... Oh, I can't supersize the minimap. Like, the water's moving even in the minimap. What do we got? Oh, okay, a bunch of sea creatures, which means thunder. Kiraja? What? That's such an overkill. What the heck? the water bug runs. The water bug, I think, is weak to ice, but the rest are weak to lightning. Or thunder, sorry. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, so it's just, it will respond with magic in that way. There's 120 health at least, then, if it did that. There we go. And really, you learn to hold. Which I double check. Cold cures, or causes paralysis. Oh, so you can use sight if you want to bring up this map anyway, but sight, the way they tried to balance it, since, you know, sight wasn't a thing, or to say the map being a default thing wasn't a thing before, is it now just tells you where locations you haven't been to are. Which is also a trophy in this game. Visit every location once, so sight will help you in that. But, because of that, sight's also kind of irrelevant. So I will put it further back. Hello, Sage Teller. Could that be? It is that dark sword. Dark Knight, I need your assistance. What's wrong? I must get to Damsian to rescue my daughter. She was deceived by a wicked bard. We must hurry, for I sense an ill omen. You must be Sage Teller. Indeed I am. That girl, she is a summoner. Perfect, she can help too. A giant monster lurks in the lake ahead. That devil even withstands magic. We can defeat it if we work together, and then I can finally be on my way. We need to reach Damsian as well. Then let us make haste. Sage Teller has joined their party. Sage Teller also starts way stronger and has better magic. But I will immediately, however, put this here, there, that there, and that there. These we need to worry about. Teleport will get you out of a dungeon immediately. Life is Phoenix down. And Asuna cures all status conditions at once. It's pretty powerful. Whilst his black magic, he has Fire, Blizzard, Thunder, Stop, and Osmos. Osmos is magic drain, so if you're running out of MP, you can use Osmos instead. So I want that button. Alright, I know where we're going. That's right, if you just tap right instead, you can do it this way as well, but I will do a top uphill. And you see, Teller, way better. Don't worry about Teller. He will be in the party for a while, but he's not going to be a permanent party member. There are certain characters you just have to accept and understand aren't staying in the party forever, so you don't need to worry too much about their stats right now, for various reasons. I did say that neither's Rydia, but Rydia will come back later, so you can worry about her a little bit right now. I want to press the bumpers. The PS1 version is the bumper, not the trigger. It's throwing me off. And Rydia learns to sleep. She can try and put enemies to sleep. Anyway, there's two secrets. Firstly, up there, the obvious one. Get an iron amulet. Oh, armlet, sorry, not amulet. And if you follow the water... Oh yeah, we're gonna have fish. I was gonna have you defend Rydia because you're out of MP. If you go through the middle, there's a secret cave back here with loads of treasures. with a Dry Ether, which is a better one, an X Potion, which is absurdly good, and a Phoenix Down. Allowing you to get some things you really shouldn't. X Potions are tier 3 potions. So you've got potions, high potions, then X Potions. Dry Ethers is the next step up from Ethers. So basically what I'm saying is, this X Potion and Dry Ether, it's all good that you've got it, don't use it yet. I don't think there's anything else in here, just to double check. It'll be a colossal fall to use it now. I don't think there's anything else here, but I'll at least double check. Yeah, no, that's nothing else here. Alright, let's move on. I think Rydia will learn something else at 10. Because Rydia levels jumps up quick. Like I said, Teller you don't need to worry about. But Summoner Rydia and Dark Knight Cecil, yeah, their levels you need to worry about a smidge. Less so Cecil for now, just because I said he will get level reset when he becomes a paladin way later on. But at the same time, he's also your main character you're always playing as, so you should always be at least somewhat conscious of his thinking level. Alright, you can see on the left, there's a little, like, tuck away together there. That's our safety room. Most dungeons are going to have, like, a safe point halfway through, or at least parts way through. And up there is moving on, so don't worry about that just yet. Oh, you can change equipment from this screen as well if you need to, which can be helpful for very specific situations. Like, shurikens count as weapons, for example, so you might throw a shuriken and then need to equip a new one. You can do it through that. Also, you might have noticed you picked up a couple mallets. It cures Mini. I don't know why a mallet cures Mini, but don't worry about it. Oh, have I been muted for a while? Whoops. Whoops. How long have I been muted? Oh dear. I've already muted for... Oh well. There you are, Robu. Oh, I don't know. Apologies, I don't know how long I've been muted. I didn't mean to just come across like I wasn't saying anything. I didn't realize I was muted. It had to happen eventually. Oh, I don't know how long I've been muted for. Because I've been talking all the way through that, about talking about encounters, trying to figure out enemy weaknesses and whatnot, and saying how I only remember bits and pieces of this. There's still another area yet. There's one there, one there. How do we get round to you? I can't remember how we get round to that one. It's around 15 minutes? Ugh. Oh, my bad. I've been doing voices and everything, I just didn't notice. Oh, these enemies... any, like, these, like, Moses enemies are usually magic focused. So you need to be using that instead. Oh, I was saying those enemies, but the little guys are at the back of that previous encounter. Just to try and work backwards from there. The little guys were at the back of that previous encounter. They had mini status. Mini status increases your evasion, but lowers your defense. Or lowers your defense, increases your evasion, sort of thing. So you have to be careful when you're fighting them, because they could be very evasive. But if you can hit them, they're going to drop like dominoes. Equally, if you get mini cast on you... Oh! Okay. I see how it is. Decent argument for once in a blue moon. So I'm late. Oh, there's no worries, dude. As long as you're doing alright. Okay, they're weak to fire. Well, as I was saying, or I don't know how far I went back, in this early game, do not worry about Tedder's levels, instead exploit that son of a bitch for your benefit. Also, yeah, there's a secret system here, I remember it now. Because he's very powerful, but you don't have him forever. So you don't need to level him, because he's going to leave eventually anyway. But equally, he's pretty powerful, so, you know, make the most of him while you got him. Stream, yeah. Well, I know I wasn't muted all stream. It was probably like during like one part where the music played that I muted it to let the music play, and I just got to unmute. No, actually, I know exactly when it was. It was when we got to town. When we got to the nearby town, I muted for the dancer. Because of the dancing beat, and so it's not actually that long. It's about half a dungeon's worth. So that means, without talking, even though I did, but you know, just not learning, we've gone and seen Rosa, and know that we need to get the gem, so we have our objective. We started working to the northeast, which is what led us to this cave. The zombies are the only enemies that are kind of annoying, because if you run out of MP, there's only so much you can do about them. Because they're very physical resistant, but they're super weak to fire. I'll just have you defend Radio, because you're just radioing on. The little guys are annoying as shit. You just need to get lucky with a physical hit with them a little bit. Because, yeah, you can see they're kind of resistant to it. And they will spam Osmos to steal your magic. It's why we have so little of it already. Anyway, there's a free potion in here. And I'm going to use it. I appreciate that the game, that this Pixel Remaster lights up the hidden passageway when you go into it. The original wouldn't, so you'd have to be like ramming your head into the walls until you find your way forward. Feathered cap. Okay, yeah, that's for you. So you can have that instead, so it's a bit more of a new upgrade. I'm going to be more focused on Rydia, even though Rydia's not staying in the party for too long either. She's more significant to your final party. Most of your party as you go through this game is, I'd say almost entirely, your party is determined by what the plot says. So certain party members will come and go. Some will stay around for longer, some will vanish almost as soon as they join for whatever reason. Some won't survive this game, so, you know, they won't be in the party forever. It's whatever the plot dictates. Cecil and Rydia are both final party. Teller is not. Which is why I'm worrying slightly about Rydia for now, because she really will be leaving the party as well, but she'll come back later. About to pay $160 for games, lol. What are you going to get? Is it just nabbing a bunch of stuff whilst it's on sale? Oh, Rydia doesn't have Osmos. She needs to learn Osmos. I don't know if she learns it after the return later on, because she leaves the party, and then when she comes back into the party, she's default stronger. She has better stats as a rule, regardless of level, sort of thing. And she gets a whole bunch of new skills while she's at it. Like, you're kind of having to protect Rydia a little bit, but Oh, I can just do this. Oh, good crit, Rydia! The Ether, nice, place one we used. Antarctic Wind, that is similar to how the Bomb Fragment is fire in a bottle. Arctic Wind is ice in a bottle, effectively. How are we doing on the map side of things? 16 of 18, okay. There's a trophy in the PS3 Remaster for getting every single treasure chest, which is why, the only reason why I'm giving it more thought. Items are the only things that are relatively ignorant of the ATB system. Like you saw, like when I used it, Rydia just used it, but there was no question about it. Lulua, Nelke, Yui Data Sim, Poison Control, Deception Plus, Horror Tales, The Wine, 428, Shibuya Scramble, Odyssey, and Marie Remake. Yeah, fair enough. Oh, which one Marie Remake have killer deals? Yeah. I've Nelke I need to pick up as well, actually. I've brought all the Dusk games now. Ugh. Sorry, just taking a stretch for a second. So, when I start Ireland, we can do all 4 Ireland games and then just kind of shuffle along into the 3 Dusk games. I want to get Nelke as well, because even though I'm not sure how much of it will be for me, I at least want to try it out, and the whole time it's on sale, I'm like, why not? During the sale, I also nabbed Crystar, because after I'm done with Caligula 2, I want to try out Crystar in preparation for Cry Machina, since Cry Machina is coming out later in the year, which is a sequel to Crystar. And although I've heard mixed things on Crystar, Cry Machina looks like it's better in every single way, from what I've seen, so I'm like, you know what, yeah, I want to give it a go. Caligula Effect 1 was a problematic game with a lot of problems, but I kind of enjoyed it for what it was anyway, and so it might be similar with that anyway. You know, it might be similar in that sense. Going to Crystar with severely low expectations. Yeah, I'm not really expecting anything, because I know that the dev team is Caligula Effect. And I say Caligula Effect, as much as I enjoyed the game, there's no denying that game is flawed, you know? So I will go in just saying, like, look, maybe we'll enjoy it, maybe we won't. It will just be what it is. Also, because undead, if you use healing spells on undead, it will do much more damage. Hourglass is to fix slow, and Shadow Blade is for Cecil. Right, oh no, it's stop in a box. If you can find an enemy that's weak to stop, use that son of a bitch. I can't stress enough. Stop is a busted spell if you know how to use it. If you figure out what enemy's weak to it or what boss can be afflicted by it, stop makes it so their ATB bar stops moving. So they physically can't have a turn because the bar will never fill up. It's like if you're playing Riser, like any of the Riser games, and something could make your bar that's filling up to let you have your turn just stop. It's literally that. So you can figure out for yourself how busted it is. You can make it so the enemies can't do it. This way leads outside. The monster lies in the cave beyond. Use a tent outside if you must. Yeah, I will. Yeah, this is why they give you this little breathing room. This is basically a safety net because that's the actual cave. So you can actually, at any point, just go here, use a tent. And because you're outside, you can also save whilst you're outside, so do so. And now, the waterfall is Subterranean Lake. Which I'm getting Pixel Remaster. Fair enough. The only thing with the Pixel Remasters that annoys me is the fact that, like, they're all sold separately for, like, kind of a lot, like, more money than they should be. That's, like, the only thing I'm a bit more, like, grievance on. I still got them because I love these games. Well, not so much Final Fantasy 2, but I still love these games. He's down there! And, like, Final Fantasy 4 is the game that got me into RPGs as, like, a 6-year-old, so of course I'm gonna play it on stream eventually. I love this game. What helps as well is for grinding. I can quickly show you. There's this. You can turn on and off encounters, and you can change the amount of experience and money you get. They have a bundle. Yeah, I got the bundle as well. I'm just saying, like, even that's kind of like, what the fuck? You know, it's kind of a bit much. At least for me. And even as someone who's a huge fan of those games, wait for a sale, I'd say. Because really high definition remasters or not, they're still games from the late 80s and early 90s that they want $75 from you for, you know? I got them because I will be spending an obscene amount of time in all of them because, you know, they're classic Final Fantasies. I love these games. But it doesn't mean you should have to. Oh, that's where the boss is, so we will actually come there in a second. My SNES emulator as a kid, yeah. There are a lot of quality of life added to the Pixel Remasters that I think makes them worth the purchase, just like I said, not at full price. Ultimately, though, if you want to play the best version of Final Fantasy IV, I'd still recommend the PSP version if possible. And the PSP version is on the Vita, and you can get it digitally through like the Vita's store. Me with 14 so much. I want to make a party of us friends and be our own guild. Yeah, I want to get back into 14 at some point. I just honestly don't have the time. Is my thing. It's like to actually sit down and commit to an MMO. Hades equipment is for our good old friend Cecil, so chuck that on him. Dark Knight gear will become mostly irrelevant when you become a paladin, so keep that in mind. That like any like Dark Knight gear you get will only be relevant for so long. I don't want to fight these guys. They're annoying to fight. Oh, there's something else down there? I thought there was at least something else here. That was Joe Platinum the game. Speaking of platinuming, this game only has one trophy that I think is going to be a bastard. There's only one trophy in this game that when I saw it I just went, oh god, why? And that is, get the adamant armor. And like I was like, I get it, it's the best armor set in the game, but man, is it annoying to get the adamant armor, because that's where you have to kill the pink puffs, and you have to get it on a chance drop, and pink puffs only spawn in one room in the entire game, and they have a 2% chance of dropping the adamant that you need for the armor, and I'm like, that's just going to be such a grind. I know you can cheese it and try and get 2 shots at it, because if you have the thief in your party, you can you can try and steal from them. So you basically have 2 shots at the 2%, instead of it just being 1 shot, but it doesn't make it any less annoying. That's like the only trophy in 4 that I looked at and I just went, you bastards. I was like, why? Okay, there's something else down here. Let's just move on. Oh, no, let's summon. Taylor, can we have your turn? There we go. So these guys are weak to fire. But Force Beyond is kind of one of the nicer ones to platinum. I've looked at the platinum list for all of the games. That's like the only trophy that's kind of problematic. To get pick up every single treasure chest is grindy, but it's not too bad because I said the Pixel Remaster keeps track of how many items you've gathered in each area, and it actually also has a list that you can access that tells you what areas you haven't maxed out. So that's very easy to do even without a guide, because you can just look back on it and be like, oh, okay, I haven't got everything in this area. The only area, though, is, and I don't know if it will count towards the trophy, but if it does, you need to be on it, is there's a dungeon near the end of the game called the Giant. And the Giant, once you leave it, you can never return to it, and there are treasure chests. So if you leave it without getting everything, the 100% all chests might become missable. But I don't know if they count. We'll find out when we get there, because it will say on the map. Because they're not in traditional treasure chests, which is the only reason why I think they might not count. They're in like these specialized boxes. Top up, we are approaching the boss. Oh, we don't want to fight these guys. If you ever want to run away from a battle, hold both bumpers. You don't have to actually press a button, just hold both bumpers. Here's our boss. There he is! Watch out! The trick of this boss. Thunder. Zap the bitch. A full 14 edition for $60. Oh, was it like with every expansion up to Endwalker? Because that's actually, I don't think, like, a bad deal. Also, this is, some bosses do this, not all of them, but it's kind of a nice detail. Some bosses change their look as you get closer and closer to killing them, and this is one of them. Every, like, 7th or 8th of its health, like, the tentacle formation will change to signify it's getting weaker. So you actually have a good idea of how much you've got left to do. Yeah, that's not a bad deal at all. So I've got Nelke on my wish list, because on PS5 you can wish list things, so it's easy for you to access. And so I might nab it, but I haven't decided yet. Like, speaking of games to get. And as for like the Marie remake, I will pre-order and get it, just as like, well, the whole time I'm pre-ordering it, it's not like that's going to end up on sale, so I'm in no rush. I'll probably get it on the next paycheck, or like just closer to the time. Excellent! He's weakening! Christmas dog water. Yeah, you don't need to level with me that Stranger of Paradise was shit. Everyone knows Stranger of Paradise was shit. I could have told you Stranger of Paradise was shit. The writing is dumb, and you can get some laughs out of it ironically, but that's it. I played both closed alphas, the beta test, and the demo, and I went, you know what, I'm not buying this game, because it never got better. It never got better. In every single test, the game never improved, and I was just like, this is not for me. Which is a real shame, because a Final Fantasy game based around Final Fantasy 1's world had so much potential, and they just... whatever the hell Stranger of Paradise was. Come now, Damsion is beyond this waterfall. But if you do this, you can literally scroll through, and the game will tell you everything you have and haven't got. So if you're going for 100% on the chest, it's very easy to do. You physically can't get everything in Baron, and you physically can't get anything in Mist yet. So that's why both of them are still, like, so low. There's never any treasure chests on the open map, so don't worry about it. If there ever is, the game will specify it because it'll be a plot item. Anyway, oh yeah, let's go to the castle where nothing bad's about to happen to it whatsoever. Oh no, what are these airships coming towards it? Oh man, I hope they're just coming to visit by and not going to do... Oh dear god! War. Better! Yeah, the music immediately goes, uh-oh! Damsian Castle. Does Damsian Castle have any items? Oh, it has a lot. We're gonna be looting this place. Hey, I know you just got bombed to shit, but you got treasures. I remember Damsian having a few items. I don't remember having 10. I think that's gonna be the most common thing in this playthrough. It's because the game spells out how much loot there is in each dungeon. There's gonna be a whole lot of areas where I think there's, like, less than there actually is. Because I'm not used to there being a number. I'm just used to running around. Bombardment was too much. Oh, we're gonna find out if the Spoony Bard line's still in this game. If that old, terrible 1991 localization line, they kept it in for the sake of keeping it in. Let's find out. Is that... It is Anna! There he is. Say it. You're that bard, and I ran away because of you. No, he doesn't say it, damn. In the original 1991 localization, Teller turns around, looks straight at this guy. There it is, never mind, you spoony bard. That's not what he says in the original Japanese version. That was a poor localization of 1991. But the Japanese version embraced it as because they thought it was just funny. And so they actually changed the Japanese version text to say that in later revisions. And I was curious to see if this Pixel remaster, that's supposed to be more respectful to the original, would keep it or not. But yeah, they did. I'm glad they kept that dumb line. Everything else has been better localized, but they kept that one dumb line. Also, Teller's gonna keep on having a paddy for like a minute that this bard that Anna ran away, Teller's daughter ran away from to be with, is now injured. That bard, by the way, he's another not final party member, and I can't stress enough, don't care about him. Not as in like, oh no, he's bad for... No, he's fine for the story, he does all great. I mean on a gameplay level, do not care for this man. He's not helpful, he does not get that much better. He is a bard character. What more do you want me to tell you? Oh, Anna, I'm glad to see you again. Father, Edward is the Prince of Damsian. Forgive me for running away, but Edward and I are in love. Still, I knew I couldn't find happiness without your consent. I was on my way home when we were attacked by Baron's Red Wings and their commander, Golbez. Never heard of Golbez before. Who is he? Bit about from zero. Is that I'm mixed? Which I suppose makes sense, because you were kind of off with it on the first stream, but then you kind of seem to enjoy it a bit more on like later chapters. So I suppose like there are problems in the game, and obviously it's older than the Trails of Cold Steel games. I don't know. All I know is that his strength was beyond words. But why did they attack Damsian? They wanted the crystal, and they spared no one to get it. My mother, my father, even Anna shielded me from their arrows. You love him enough to give up your own life. Father, forgive me. Edward, I love you. Anna. Anna? Anna! Aged a bit, and the whiplash in tone to follow is something I'm still reeling with. Yeah, fair enough. Also, get used to this with Final Fantasy IV. It's not as egregious as Final Fantasy II, but characters die in this game. And I don't mean like as in like, oh no, no, a lot of fucking characters die in this game, so like don't get attached. Damn you, Golbez! Who is that monster anyway? What do you know about him? I hear he arrived in Baron one day and became the new leader of the Red Wings. He leads them in their mission to plunder the crystals. Stop your snivelling, they won't bring Anna back. Golbez of Baron, I shall take his life with my own two hands. Resurrection magic falls. Yeah, just you drop a Phoenix Down. No, I say Phoenix Down is supposed to be, it doesn't resurrect, it brings you back from knockout. That's the thing that people always miss. It says revives knockout, or relieves KO, or something along that line. Same with life magic. It doesn't resurrect. His life in my own two hands. In the same way, like Pokemon faint, they don't die. Tell her, wait, you can't possibly go alone. Ow! I will kill Gobez on my own. I don't need your help. I don't need anyone's help. Tell her left the party. Hockey team. The Detroit Red Wings? Yeah. Anna! Oh, Edward's theme. Stop crying! You're a grown-up. You're not supposed to cry. His future wife's dead in his arms, Rydia. I think you can give him a break. I lost my mum, but I'm not going to cry anymore. No, you just summoned a titan. They say, oh, not me. Rydia. I don't care. Leave me alone. I'm staying here with Anna. I'll never leave her side. Yep. That's enough. You're now the rightful ruler of Damsion, so start acting like it. You owe it to your people, and you owe it to Anna. Your Majesty, my name is Cecil, and I need your help. Why should I help you? My friend in Kaipo is suffering from desert fever. I need to go get the Sand Ruby to save her. Can you help me? What is her name? Rosa. Book as fuck as well, still out. Yeah, exactly. She is very dear to you, isn't she? Like Anna was to me. But this is also 1991, so you can give some of it a break. You can give some of the story writing and dialogue a break. You can find the Sand Ruby in the Antlion Cave, which lies to the east. The ruby forms from the fluid that the antlion secretes when it lays eggs. When we cross the shallows in my hovercraft to reach the cave. By the way, I have a hovercraft. After we acquire the Sand Ruby, we can cross the shallows once more the Kaipo. Yeah, you don't have to go back through the waterfall cave to get the Kaipo. You can go all the way around it once we get the hovercraft. Let us be on our way. Eddie has joined the party. And don't let him be on the front row. He's a fragile motherfucker. No, don't drag me out of it. No, I need to click up items now. Goodbye, Anna. Why did they keep that? They should. Oh dear. Anyway, we've got a hovercraft now. And I'm immediately going to go back in because I want to see if I can loot it. Yeah, all the bodies get cleared out immediately. I'm trying to remember, there is a secret passage with this castle. Oh, there's your free MP recovery if you need it. I think this is HP. Yes, HP and status. We are the only survivors of Baron's attacks, but we should withdraw the Kaipo. If only we had a hovercraft to get us across the shallows to the west. Yeah, if only, huh? Don't mind me, I'm just leaving. I plan to head across to Mount Hobbs to Farbul, but the trail is blocked by a thick wall of ice. Can we go up here? No, that's towards the Broken Throne. BRB, something. No worries. How am I missing 9 treasure chests? Unless these get filled up later on. That might be the case. Oh, whoops. Let's get out of here. Our next priority, if we use sight, you can see there's a cave to the right of us. There's also a mountainside, but don't worry about that mountain just yet. So hop in this. This thing moves so slow. Any like rubble rock like this you can move across, but only these, not open water. So it's like you can do this to circle around that dungeon to get back to Kaipo if you need to. But you're instead heading over here. Oh, that's Mount Hob there. You don't need to go there yet. We need to come down here. What you need to know about Edward here is that he's kind of useless, and so don't rely on him for anything. Rydia's like become your mage, which is why I said, like, you know, make the most of Teller whilst you've got him to try and get the levels and whatnot. Oh, nice, good crit. Oh, the enemies drop like no experience here. Okay, let's just move on. I am going to save again, however. And welcome to the Antlion Cave, our next dungeon. Okay, 13 treasure chests. 4, 5, 6, 7 on this floor. As the name suggests, you'll be fighting mostly antlions. Well, goblins as well, but mostly antlions. The only thing Edward's good for is that his skills aren't magic based. They are just him based, so you can use things like heal and sing and just keep on trying it without fear of like running out. You just have to, you know, be wary of the fact that he's frail. You can also have him hide, which, by the way, he will do automatically if he's on low health, making him even more useless. Oh, Sing will try and confuse or turn enemies on each other. So you see like how that turtle's like turned back? As long as we don't attack him, he will continue attacking them. So see, he will do some of the work for us. And even hitting himself. If you hit in any confusion status, if you hit yourself, it will automatically break you out of it. But it's random what you hit. The reason why Rydia did so much damage there is because she's got an ice rod, so her rod is carrying ice damage on it. Oh, trophy unlocked, Rookie Treasure Hunter. Is that for 10%? Okay. Oh, sorry, I was just sorting something. It's early enough, so we don't have to worry about, like, just not doing anything, you know? And yours, it's auto-battle combination of just having Rydia and Cecil bonk and Edward just do top-up heals every turn. It will carry us through most of this dungeon just fine. So the only thing you have to be wary of is that if he gets on low health, he will auto-hide and could literally be out of the fight. So he's useless in that sense. Okay, your Basilisk is resistant to ice. And see, now we can have the top-up heal, so we can just basically undo our happy accidents. There's still 2 treasure chests to get. Yeah, 430 damage. Yeah, these Adamantoids are super weak to ice. Ah, it's alright, we can just carry on doing this. It's funny seeing Adamantoids as being basic enemies, considering what they became later in the franchise. You know, these gargantuan mega boss beasts that take forever to kill. Also, because these enemies have technically have like their backs to us, sort of thing, they would suffer more. Back attacks do way more damage. I don't know what the multiplier is offhand, but it is better. On the path, and then all the way up there. Okay. Oh, okay. Ice in a bottle. Yellow jellies. I think these ones are Weak to ice. I think most enemies in this area are weak to ice, to be fair. Oh no. Electric then? Because it's color coding? You'll notice that Rydia doesn't have fire magic. That's actually a plot point. She can learn everything but fire magic right now. She has to get over that to herself a little bit first. Oh, a new harp for Eddie. Yeah, so they're color-coded. Whatever color they are is what you should be using. Oh, here's your safety room. Let me pick up these first. Phoenix down, Resurrection, Ether, get some MP back. Emergency exit, literally exit, kicks you out the dungeon. Let's continue on. Let's do that. That'll probably do everything we need to do. Nice. Oh, nice. That's a perfect crit. And 2 in a row. God, you're on a roll, Cecil. They called him Sissel then for a second. Jeez. Spider Silk. I think that's causes slow. Yeah, tries to cause slow, which means that their ATB gauge will be slower. I should kill though. Oh, well, yeah, definitely will though if you get another crit. Cecil's just on a crit machine mode. He's just on a on a roll. That's what I was looking for. Jeez, brain just fried. Is that it for the treasure chest? Yes, we're all done in Outline Cave. Okay, so let's move on to the boss. Oh yeah, heal can fail, which is why like using it every turn is not a bad shout. Yeah, as you can see. Oh, he breaks a potion to do it. I forgot about that. So yeah, we don't have any potions left. I completely forgot he breaks a potion. That's what I... Right, if I go check... Yeah, he breaks a potion, and he won't auto-break the X potion, so... Yeah, we'll have to buy more later on. I completely forgot that's how he uses heal. I thought it was just an ability he had. There's your cost. Nothing in this bit, it's literally just the pit down to the antlion, so head right down to the bottom when you're ready. This is where the antlion lays its eggs. Yeah. It's okay, antlions are quite tame. They don't attack people. Yeah, demonstrate by taking the sand ruby, like so. Ah! Come on, we have to help him. This guy's not too bad. It's just every time you hit him, he will counter. So if you're getting low on health, don't immediately push to attack. Oh, great, we all missed. What was the point of that? We can try Thunder. I think it's weaker or less resistant to ice, but we can still try it. Oh, it's about neutral. Okay. I don't know if we can poison... No, we can't. What I can have you do, though... So if you use slow on it, so it gets less turns. Right, so it has counter horn, but, you know, less turns on its own. Oh no, Thunder is actually slightly more damaging to it. We'll try that as well. I don't know if you can... Okay, you can't stop it on the... It's a boss. You're not at half yet, so don't vanish, Edward. There we go. And really got stop out of it. Awesome. We got our sand ruby. So now our next priority is to head back to Rosa to save her. How could this happen? They've always been totally harmless. Monsters are growing in number of late, and their behavior is changing as well. Can't help but feel like this is some kind of sign. Come on, let's go cure Rosa. Alright, let's go. But you can choose to like run your way back out and fight enemies again, which is what I usually do. Or you can just kind of warp out. I'll fight a few things, but it's pretty quick to just get back out anyway. We can't auto-fight, unfortunately. We have to actually get involved. There you go. Oh, hey, a high potion. That is very helpful, considering we burnt all our normal potions, which I will replace when we get back to a shop. Wow, okay. I need to get rid of the tiny mage. They're going to be the problems. They're going to be the problems. He has no MP anyway. I'm just gonna do this to kind of get rid of him. Unless everyone else focuses on the other stuff. Don't do it. Now we've got to wait for one of them to recover. We're gonna be here a while. Eventually. It takes a very long time to recover from it, which is why I was like, please don't do it. And it's like... There we go. Get the fuck out of here. Plus side is, it stopped Edward from being able to leave the fight. Because he was stunned. He was too stunned to auto-retreat. I haven't saved in a minute, so I will. Let's get Rosa first, and we'll worry about healing. Rosa! Have the bomb ring, no, have the sand ruby. Rosa is exposed to the light of the sand ruby. Oh. Cecil, you're alive, thank goodness. How do you feel? I'm fine, but I thought I'd lost you. They told me you died in mist when the earthquake hit. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Rosa, who's Golbez? He's the new captain of the Red Wings, appointed by the king himself. But the king has been acting strangely. I believe Golbez is manipulating him to collect the crystals for himself. With Mysidia's water crystal in hand, he will surely go over the others, the fire crystal of Damcian, the wind crystal of Fabul, and the earth crystal of Troya. The fire crystal has already fallen into his hands. Let me introduce you. Edward is the Prince of Damcian, Rydia is a summoner for mist. I wouldn't have been able to get the sand ruby and cure your fever without their help. Hi there. Hello, Rydia. Thank you both so much. Cecil, after Damcian, Fabul will be their next target. We must... We have to rest now. Don't worry, we'll go to Fabul. Sadly, the trail to Fabul is blocked by thick ice. Rydia, can you cast fire? No. Fire is one of the most elementary of black magic spells. As a summoner, you... Rosa, stop. You're in no condition to come with us. I'll be alright, really. On my honor as a white mage, I promise I won't be a burden. Rose only wishes to be with you, Cecil. Alright, we'll go together. Just make sure you get plenty of rest tonight. Thank you. White maid Rosa has joined the party. That night... Anna, I miss you so much. Ah! Edward! Yeah, this game's weird at times. Anna! You must fight, Edward. Believe in yourself. Ayana. Urgh. Anna, this can't be. I must leave this world for a better place. No, don't go. I can't live without you. You mustn't let Golbez have the crystals. Fight for your people. Care for them as you did for me. Yes, I'll do it. I'll fight. How can I stop him? I don't know what I should do. All set. At this point, go to your order, flip the formations, and then put you there, and Rosa there. Cecil should be the only one on the front row. These guys won't last. You know, if you have them on the front, so don't. They're mages and a bard. They will not live. Oh, Scan's actually pretty good. Determines HP and weakness. So do that so you can have 3 people on the back row and keep them safe. Alright, we'll do some shopping and then we'll head out to the mountain. Which is the area I pointed out and then said we'll go there later, so... yeah, just past the Antlion Cave. Okay, there's really nothing for us here. And last but not least, the actual inn, because we need to stock up on the actual, like, traditional potions. Move on, lady. I'll do. And then we're good to go, so let's get out of here. The only thing is that Rosa starts at level 10, so she is going to be a smidge behind, but as I said, it's not too much of a hassle. The biggest push will be later on. There's 2 big good grind spots that are significant in the game that you should do when the opportunity becomes available to you. One of them is after Mount Ordeals, the other one is in the Giant. There is a secret system you can do in the Giant to get a lot of experience very quickly, so you might as well make the most of it whilst you're there, since you won't be there forever anyway. But let's go. So Mount Hobbs is a great track. And we immediately interrupted. Rydia, can you try casting the fire spell? What's wrong? Give it a try. I know you can do it.
No. I hate fire.
That's right, a village was destroyed by fire when... Rydia, you're the only one who can melt this ice. If we don't get to Fabul, more people will be in danger. Please, Rydia, it's time to be brave. Time to be brave. Please, Rydia? You must. Can we stop pressuring the kid? She's like 7. Fire! Rydia's learned fire. And it also means I need to rearrange my magic. Because it will be stacked on the end of it, and I don't like that. Rydia, that was incredible. I knew you could do it. Thank you, Rydia. Immediately, magic, Rydia. Black magic. Yeah, the fire's just here. No. There we go. I wish you could, like... yeah, they won't let you stack it down, so that's going to get annoying when we get fire 2. So it'll just be fire, fire 2. Blizzard, Blizzard 2. You know, until we get the tier 3s. I wish you could, like, stack it down. And then we'll have Poison and Bio together. When we get Flare, I keep Flare at the end, usually. And Meteor, I'll have it, like, organized after Flare, but Meteor will almost never use, because it's kind of bad in 4. Mount Hobbs only has 5 chests. Oh god, bombs are here though. So let's get that ice magic ready to go. Bombs will self-destruct after a set amount of turns, or set amount of damage, or if they just really feel like it. So just be ready, be on the ball. Plus side, if they self-destruct, they die immediately. Negative side, they will do a lot of damage to you. So don't let that happen. Which is also part of the reason why you should have Cecil front rowing. Alternatively, if you want an extra damage dealer to actually be able to do physical damage, it might not be too bad of an idea to go back and buy a bow from the shop. And then just buy a stack of arrows. It won't solve all your problems, but it will make it so it's not as much Cecil tanking everything. And if you have a bow, you can use aim with Rosa, which can make it more appealing. It's a special skill only Rosa has. Aim, will, I think, guarantees the next shot will hit. And I think boosts crit rate slightly of it, but I'm not certain on that one. I almost never use aim. You can use Prey, however. Prey is a decent universal heal. It does cost some mana though, and I think it has a chance to fail, so you have to be a little wary of it. Okay, this is the incorrect way, so that's why we want to go. There's also a safety net there if you want to pause. The spirit count is undead, let's find out. They do not, okay. Nice. Damn, he heals from fire. Fuck, he fall ahead. 50 spender trophy unlocked, got 10,000 gil. That we are actually doing alright money-wise. Let's see what this catches first before I decide whether to... None of them. Okay, hit. Go crazy. Go, Gadget Thunder. Ah, see, the prayer doesn't always work. That's the downside. Oh, Rosalind Resurrection, or Life. That is perfect. That is not the button I wanted to press. There we are. We won't really need it that much anytime soon, but still. Oh, I shouldn't have used that potion, so I can just use a tent quick here. We got 5 of these blinking things. after a while, tents won't be so significant because cottages exist, and cottages are just better tents. I can't remember the difference between tents and cottages. I know cottages are just better. I think I think they both heal the same. I just think one does status conditions as well. Oh, that is perfect. All of them. All of them. Yep. And I can just do this to kind of mop up a bit. Yes! Yes! Edward being useful, say it isn't so. And there's our last chest, there's only 5 chests here. Oh, those front 2 enemies are undead, for sure though. Let's try it. Yes, so they can take damage from heal. It also means they'll be weak to fire, because undead are weak to burning. So I will just do that. Rosa got Protect! We're in there, boys! I didn't realize Protect actually got it at level 12. I thought that was later on. That is... Protect, yeah, heavily reduces how much physical damage you take. And Shell is magic damage, both of which pretty fucking nice. Holy arrow. Okay, if we pick up a bow... If we pick up a new bow along the way, then yeah. Actually, I think we've got trouble up ahead. No, never mind. We already got too close to the cutscene activate. What's going on here? That garb is one of the Fabul monks. Hoo-yah! Hey-yah! Yeah, now you got used to introduce to your martial artist. You have no control in this fight, by the way, though. Yang's doing everything. You're spectating this. Good grief, that's no normal bomb. We have to help him. I know that breaks a potion, so I won't do it. Now I know it breaks a potion, I'm like, no, 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 no. Oh yeah, this enemy's called the Mum Bomb. We'll do a safety spray. Yeah, if it doesn't connect, we'll heal next turn. Because this thing will detonate upon death. Okay, it did work. Well, it grows first to become more of an actual proper boss, but yeah, I'm gonna blow! Edward might be the only one that doesn't live that. Oh no, we're fine. Oh, did you get a crit? Oh, attaboy. To bet the Protect probably helped a lot there. but we're pretty much done here. We can just fight the rest. That should do it. Yes. You have my gratitude. Yang is my name. I'm the High Monk of Fabul. I came here to train with my men, but all were killed by a swarm of beasts. They were Fabul's finest monks. My name is Cecil. We bring urgent news to Fabul. A villain named Golbez is using Baron's power to seize the world's crystals for himself. Then he converts our wind crystal as well. There is no doubt he already took the crystal of Damcian with ease. Fabul may be next to fall. Yet the odds are against us. The only monks left in the castle are students. They stand little chance against Baron's forces. I'd assumed Golbez was behind the monster attack that killed your men, and almost killed you. Then their assault is imminent. I must go. We will go with you to Fabul. You may need our help. I am grateful, however this matter does not concern you. It concerns us all. You see, I am the Prince of Damcian. Rosa and I are citizens of Baron, and this girl is but one victim of our kingdom's recent attacks that I myself led. I see, then I humbly accept your assistance. Let's go, we haven't much time. Fabul lies to the east of these mountains. The monk Yang has joined the party. I mean, he kinda already did, but yeah. I'm trying to think if there's a way to actually do the skill checks. So you can't use magic, obviously. I don't know if there is, but it'll tell you what each skill actually means. But for some reason, it autos. It auto swaps which hand the fire claw is in. I don't know why. We're still all done, so it's just getting through here. And fighting some more enemies. If you're going through all the games and you start with Final Fantasy IV yourself, don't get used to having a party of 5, because it's the only one that does this. Most others are 4 or 3. In fact, every single other game in the Pixel Remaster is 4, for comparison. Starting with 7, they made it 3 for a while. As you can see, the game's sort of respectively balanced around 5 party members, so anytime you don't, you're gonna feel it. Anytime you don't have 5, you're gonna notice it. Which is probably part of the reason why they changed it in later ones, because it was probably much harder to balance, if I'm honest. But by doing this, we leave our airship, our aircraft officially behind. We're back on our feet. Well, none of them? Okay. 6 chances, huh? The only thing with kick is that although it hits everything, as you saw there, it's not that damaging as Rosa gets messed up. So you have to kind of be wary on it. Sometimes it's better to just attack. Oh, so these enemies are actually relatively strong. Like, ow. Okay, thanks for that crit. There. Ugh. Rosa got Cura. Awesome. Good timing. Okay, we'll tell you where your hovercraft is at least. We can also do this quick, and we can see where we're aiming for. You can see to the right of our location, to the east, there's like a desert land and something in the middle. That's our next town. Oh, it was sort of silence. Okay, so they all got silence, not confused. Silence stops them from using magic, which doesn't mean much to these cockatrices, but can be helpful in some instances. I don't think there's anything of interest up here. No, it's the open world. I don't even need to check. When you're on the open world map in most Final Fantasies, there's nothing on the actual field itself. It's just, you know, what's in getting to another town and finding maybe secret town areas. Because there are a couple instances across the series of like town areas being hidden from you. Oh god. But I think most are about to break up from it, but still. Okay, so Gurge increases defenses, alright. What do you mean that one goblin just seeing all 5 of your friends turn on you? You are, hey guys. I'm just going to preemptive that because this guy on the end's annoying. Yeah, because here comes the... Okay, thank goodness. I'll say, oh, here we come. Here comes the needles, and if it gets a straight crit, it's just going to kill someone. Oh, I'm going to save before we approach, because, as you may have noticed, Cecil's kind of, like, lives a jinxed life. Everything he does is wrong, and everywhere he goes, things get ruined. So, just save in advance before you get the Fabu Castle. Master Young, the king wishes to see you. How many chests? Oh, 7, okay. Well, before that... What do you sell, my good man? I will actually buy a tent. And I'll buy some Phoenix Downs. Actually, I'll buy a lot of Phoenix Downs just in case things go through bar. We won't rest at the inn just yet. Welcome, what can I do for you? I will get a Thunderclaw. And I will buy Demon. And anything we're not using, I will sell. So. There. And we can't sell this because it's equipped. We can sell these though. There we are. Is this the one that has the secret? One of these shops, I can't even remember if it's this game or 5, but one of these shops has like a secret passage in the shop that leads to like an extra shop. It might actually be in 5. Our best soldiers were annihilated. Impossible. Okay. Zeus's Wrath. Okay, it's thunder in a bottle. Potion. Ice. Bomb fragment. Sorry, like Yang's like, why are you looting the whole place? Oh, don't worry about it. Where have you been? Off loafing, I'll bet. This is my wife. Darling, Cecil and his companions came to my aid at Mount Hobbs. Well, that's mighty kind of you. Hey, Hunt, don't you have some place you gotta be? I had the kings waiting for you. Infirmary's ready for anything. Naming ways here if you want to change anyone's names. Well, only a month after new Fairy Frenzy Games release, it's already on sale. Has it only been a month since its Western release? I'm not as anti it, like sales, like being like early after a game's release as some people are, because they feel like they've just been ripped off. They got it early, but it's usually not a good sign if it's like so early, soon afterwards. That usually implies it didn't do that well sales wise. 25th, I believe. Yeah, that's not long ago. Luscious Cider. What is that? Rage? I can't remember what one that one is. Is that Rage in a bottle? Oh yeah, it is Rage in a bottle. It's Berserk in a bottle even. Does that say Master Yang and some bad guys are coming? Have you beat him to a pulp? What about this dancer? You want to see me dance? Yeah, sure. What the? Hey ya! Hey ya! Hey ya! We're leaving. Let's contain a tent. This Ollie's like, ah, my prized possession. This tent from my child. Why did this knight just come in and take it? It's a huge bed. I wish this was mine. And we'll get a free rest as well. You don't have to actually spend money at the inn. If you come to this bed, you can just sleep and get a full recovery. All set. Yeah, you don't actually have to go to it. This is the King's Chamber. There's a lot of little cheeky secrets like that in the game, if you know they're there, sort of thing. Alright, but let's actually get on with plot. Have we got everything that we can get in here? Oh, we're missing 3 chests. I'm going to assume they're in the main room. Or hope they're in the main room. Yes, they are. There's a button on the side. Yang, at last you have returned. Sire, I must prepare for battle. Baron is poised to attack and steal our crystal. How do you know this? These 2 are citizens of Baron who came to warn us. And the others? Sire, we haven't much time. The castle's defenses must be tightened immediately. Yep, the 25th just confirmed. Yeah, that seems too soon for a sale. That's usually a sign. If it's that early, it's usually a sign it didn't sell well. Or as well as they hoped. It might be not true. It might just be that they really felt like putting a sale on the game, even though it's only been a couple weeks. But that's usually not a... Unless that's the Japanese version, in which case that's a bit different. But if that's the Western version, oof. We haven't much time. The castle's defenses are tightened immediately. Yeah, and can we trust this Dark Knight and his companions? I believe so. They risked their lives to help me. We must hurry. Please. It is an honor to see you again. Prince Edward. Sire, Baron's fleet decimated Damsian and claimed our crystal not long ago. Yeah, Western. Oof. Many died, including my parents and my beloved. Damsian's tragedy must not be repeated. I understand. Forgive my suspicions. Young, mobilize the men for battle. Knight, will you help us defend for... No! Yeah, of course we will. And they have already offered to help, sire. We will join the forward guard by the main gate. Very well. Will the mage assist our medic? Yes, sire. Robu's fate rests in your hands. May we be victorious, as you command. We will assemble at the main gate. Cecil, come back safely. Rydia, take care of Rosa for me. Oh, if I said no, could I have explored first? Here they come! Attack! Also, yeah, you lose both your mages for this, so, I hope you're ready. You just got fucking Edward, who's useless. You see on our ATB bar, every now and then there's like a pause. That's because the enemy's just taken an action. It's like their build-up. So it's like turn acknowledgement, if that makes sense. So this was the game that invented the ATB system. The Red Wings! I'll have to see if I can get those chests afterwards. If not, we did save just outside the castle. Retreat into the castle. You were severely outnumbered. Should not have let you help. This is our fight too, and it's far from over. They're coming! Okay, they can't use magic anymore. That's good. This game only has 4 battle themes. Well, technically 5, so you're gonna hear like this boss theme a fair often in any like major encounter. But I love this game's soundtrack, so I don't mind that you hear a lot of themes often. I say technically 5 because there's one-off, like, kind of weird fight later in the game that has like this like kind of unsettling, creepy theme, and that's technically a boss theme. Fall back! But it's got normal battle theme, main boss theme, major boss theme, and final boss theme. And that rule kind of applies like most Final Fantasies in the earlier days. Isn't the throne hall just behind us? We must hold them here. The king has already retreated to safety with the women and children. It is our duty to lure the enemy away. And crush them. Oh, and there's a captain here, so you want to try and deal with the captain first, because then the warriors can't attack as often. Ooh, get put in well, we put one to sleep. We put the guy at the bottom to sleep. Yeah, charge! And only the guy at the top will attack, I hope. Okay, never mind, the guy at the bottom's awake. But they're physical attackers anyway, so that one's useless. Thanks, Edward. Thanks for contributing. I'll just use darkness. And I'll have you break a potion just to top everyone up. Actually, never mind. Let's get out of here. Damn you, Baron. The door is bolted. We can make our last stand here. Where is the crystal kept? In a vault above here. The door has been unlocked. You fool! What are you doing? He's one of them! Well, shit. Oh, that's what we like to see, yeah. Yes! Keep attacking. Damn it, they broke free. So, their physical attacks will break you free of confusion, so I should have known they would have broken free from confusion there anyway. Hitting themselves. We're outnumbered, withdraw to the vault. Ah! Edward! Yeah, I'll wake him up now. It's been a while. Kane, you're alive! So it would seem. We'll talk later. For now, we have some fighting to do. Indeed. Are you ready to face me, Cecil? What are you saying? Ready your sword. Kane? Ready your sword, fool. Why do this? Save your breath. What? Ow! What happened to you? You asked too many questions. Ow! This is it, Cecil. Ow! This gulp has poisoned your mind, too. Have you any final words? Stop! No! Rosa?
Kane, you of all people.
No, Why do you hesitate, Kane? Time to introduce most of the game Big Bad. Golbez! So you're Golbez. And you must be Cecil. Never hesitate to kill, Kane. Now see how it is done. Cecil! No! Silence! Kane, get the crystal. Yes, sire.
Kane, please!
Rosa, no. Oh? Is this woman important to you? Then I shall take her with me to raise the stakes. Till we meet again. Come, Kane. Yeah, why did you walk in the way? Why is it always a bald dude who's the bad guy in Final Fantasy games? Was the only ones at least? Well, Final Fantasy 1, it's, Oh, Garland. It's Garland who becomes Chaos, which is a big knight. Second game, no, it's this dude with really long, like, blonde hair, the Emperor, who then dies, goes to hell, and then is so powerful, takes over hell, and becomes the new king of hell, and then you have to kill him again. And if you're playing the PSP version, he then dies, gets to heaven, because there's no other place for him, where he then takes over heaven and becomes the king of heaven again, and then you have to kill him a third fucking time. The third game is Call of Darkness. This green gas-like woman. And this game is Golbez, the guy in armor. 5 is Exdeath, a tree demon. 6 is Kefka the clown, and then 7 onwards is Sephiroth, Ultimecia, Kuja, Seymour. So no, they don't do the bald dude bad guys that much. Or like the big armored guys, bad guys too much. You won't be so lucky next time. Wait.
Cure!
Yeah, thanks guys. It's like, look, the 7-year-old's like, alright fine, I'll save your ass. Are you feeling better? Thank you, Rydia. The crystal is gone, I failed. And Rosa is gone too. Sweet, there's over 50k views. Hey! Was it a good one, I hope? And not just people saying, what's this guy up to? So we have to go help her and get back the crystals while we're at it. She's right, there's no time for moping. Cecil, it is our turn to assist you, but for now let us heal our wounds. Thank you. Okay, we don't have to worry about reloading our save. I was worried that saying yes would take away my opportunity to loot. There's Hermes shoes in here, and there's a button here, which unlocks the secret door. We just get Spider Silk, Demon Shield, and Ether. The king rests in his chamber. He suffered some injuries during the attack. Oh, I'm going to sit in his throne. No, he can't. So we got everything here? Pretty sure we have. Yes, 7 for your free. Oh, are we all fully healed from that, actually? Oh, we are. Awesome. So I don't have to worry about going to an inn. Too dangerous to be out there right now. You should rest for the time. Oh, fine. Master Yang, you may rest here tonight. Please let me know if you need anything. Yeah, sure, let's rest here. What's the worst that could happen? Tweet saying Bully Griffin jokes aren't funny. Oh. Yeah, you weren't going to get far with that. Did you at least get some positive responses, or did everyone just go, whatever? Because Family Guy is kind of not that funny, really, at all anymore. So I don't think people would be that fuzzed. So how will we go about the rescue? To fight Golbears, we'll need an airship, but Baron is the only kingdom that has them. Then we must sneak into Baron and borrow one. Baron's main force is the Red Wings, so its naval power is relatively weak. Mixture. We might be able to slip in via a water route. Then we need a boat. I will ask the king for a ship tomorrow morning. Thank you, Yang. By the way, who was that dragoon? His name is Kane. He used to be my best friend. He's no longer the man I knew. Perhaps you will find your answers in Baron. For now, we should rest. Till tomorrow, then. The music in again. I see. I will arrange for a ship right away. Yang, accompany Cecil and help him in any way you can. Cecil, take this sword. It belongs to a dark knight who came to Fabul many years ago. Okay, yeah. The sword exudes tremendous force, but it is still a weapon of darkness. Darkness can never prevail over true evil, but I have every faith that you will slay Golbez. Receive the Deathbringer. Go to the harbour to the east, and as soon as you're prepared, a ship awaits you there. Golbez must be stopped. If he acquires all the crystals, the world will be thrust into an unprecedented crisis. I am counting on you. That is a quick I want. Yeah, the only downside of the Deathbringer is that it reduces your spirit by 5 points, which is your magic defense. So you have to be a smidge worried, but other than that, yeah, it's way better. Oh, I haven't actually really talked about stats in this game. Strength, physical damage, agility affects your evasion. Stamina... No, agility is speed, stamina is evasion, sorry. Agility is like how quickly your ATB bar fills up. Intellect is your magic, spirit is your magic defense, and then it will do like the actual breakdown of what your attack numbers actually are. It's 5 times 40 with an accuracy of 94%. Defense is 3 times 31 with an evasion of 24. Magic defense is 0 times 4, so we have none, and our magic evasion is 3%. Because, you know, we have 0 on spirit. Like, that's how the stat system works, if you're curious. So you can see, like, everyone else's, like, the drop for Rydia being, you know, a kid. Yang has raw strength, but he's not got what Cecil has. And Edward is Edward. And everything's back to normal, despite the attack. Like, everyone's back to normal now you've rested a night, so... Oh, we'll have to go around and down. Our next goal, if we use sight, is a little to the east. You can see, like, between the mountain gap, there's something above us. But as you can see, afterwards, there's kind of like a huge space and land below us. So it's like, man, how are we going to get over there? Yeah, when we get our boat, we're going to start getting a little bit more accessibility. Well, our boat's right there, but we can go check this first. Because over here's a chocobo forest. And more trouble. Apparently. Keep in mind, we are a Rosa down, so you don't have a healer. Well, a good healer, so just be a little careful. Especially because, you know, Needle has a really annoyingly high crit rate. YouTube to help remove the API limit of my streaming. What's that again? Oh, see, that's what I mean. That's Edward's biggest fault. If he goes below half health, he leaves the fucking fight. It's the most annoying thing. Yeah, what's the API limit again? I don't remember what that is. Or, I think I know what it is. I knew, but I just don't remember it all. Is there anything in this chocobo forest? Oh, god damn it, there is. Alright, pixel hunting. Found it. Never mind. Oh, right. Yeah, I get it. The 12-hour stream limit that you seem to be on. Do you notice it's probably... Isn't it a good thing for you to actually, you know, not let you stream for like 24 hours or something? Sometimes. Because you probably would. If there was no limit, you'd probably stream for like 18 hours sometimes. Also, yeah, using Gashal Green summons a Fat Chocobo, and that's not being rude, that's what it's called. Fat Chocobos are your storage crates. If you want to put things away for whatever reason, that you like, or you just want to make space or whatever, you can just chuck it in here, and Fat Chocobos will carry them. It's over to oh, fair. It's because Fat Chocobos will carry them between each other, like an item box in Resident Evil. So if you just want to like put things away to like make room for other stuff, you can. You also get to listen to this music. Let's get out of here. I know my limits. They an extra video to finish the conclusion because of the stupid limit. Good luck, y'all. Take care of yourselves and kick some backside for me. With pleasure. Keep your chin up, Cecil. You'll get her back in no time. Yeah, we'll do our best. Thanks, Yang's wife. That doesn't have a name. I trust you will look after everything in my stead. Okay, so Cecil the Jinx, as I'm nicknaming him. Let's see how far it's gone so far. Firstly, he had to raid a village that he was then sacked for, despite the fact he did what he was told. He was then given a ring and told to go to a village just for him to accidentally kill Rydia's mum along the way by killing a dragon that soul was tied to her. And the ring ended up being a secret bomb that then nuked the village. His wife then got sick. The first castle he stumbled to literally got bombed in front of him. The second castle he stumbled into got raided and they lost their crystal, and his girlfriend got kidnapped. Cecil the Jinx, every time he meets something bad happens. So maybe this ship ride is the final break in the matter, and nothing bad will happen. You bet I love you, you big lunkhead. And nothing bad will happen, and Cecil will be perfectly fine, and he won't keep on being a complete jinx to the world around him. You must be Cecil. I heard you smack the hell out of those barren lovelies. Sit back, matey, and enjoy the ride. Playing around the API limit is so cumbersome that last night was the straw that broke the camel's back. Oh, fair enough, dude. He goes away. Aye, aye, Captain. Well, I know there is an ability to do it, because, like, Korone has, for example, streams like 28 hours sometimes, because she's a madman. She's a mad woman. Botan sometimes streams for way too long. VTubers, by the way. So yeah, on a humble little ship ride, heading down south. What will we do once we arrive at Baron? We have to meet Sid, Baron's chief airship engineer. He'll help us. I only hope the man you speak of is safe. Are you cold? You're shaking. I'm fine. It's nothing. Preferential treatment? Probably because they are have a much higher subscriber counts. As I imagine, there's like a lot of things with YouTube, it's because of sub counts, because they have subs in like the hundreds of thousands. Like, you know how like when you hit 1,000 you unlock some things, when you hit 500 you get. Not about sub count. I imagine it is, honestly. Like, you know how community tabs used to be 500 subs, but I think they got rid of that eventually. Like, I imagine it's just a sub count thing, that because they've got much bigger sub counts, they can stream for longer without it being stopped. What's going on? And Cecil's like, oh no, my jinx senses are tingling. Nothing bad's about to happen. Oh god, what is that in the water right in front of us? Shiver me timbers. Holy mackerel. It's the ruler of the deep. No. No! It's Leviathan. Only you, Cecil, would directly stumble into Leviathan like this. And everyone's like, uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Everyone's panicking. Change course. Rydia, the kid! What? Rydia! Yang dies out. Rydia! Yang! Edward? And then Divine's like, fuck you guys! Cecil in particular! Ugh. Ugh. Where am I? Ria? Edward? Yang? Where is everyone? Oh, now the overworld music changes to like tragic sadness, and we're down way over here in the south. In the... Good to know Cecil called Jack Sparrow. Yeah. In the original FF4, they said you could only see the map if you used the sight spell, which actually worked in the game's advantage in the original version for this point, because you don't know where you are. But in this later versions allows you to bring up the map, now you know where you are, so it kind of spoils it a little bit. But yeah, in the original release, you'd get here and you wouldn't have any map, because you don't have white magic, because all of your white magic users aren't with you, you're on your own. Also, we can swap this back and put you back here, since we're going to be getting a more physical attackers soon. I'm also going to save, since we're in effectively a new chapter. Like, I'd cast what we're in now as like chapter 2. Like, everything we did before was like chapter 1. And where do we walk into? Mysidia. The game opened with Cecil being forced to lead an army to raid Mysidia, killing several people. All of these people here know that. If you want to make your life worse, talk to anyone here. All of these people are mages. They will either attack you or cast spells on you. So, yeah. Yeah, you're not going to be welcome there, I'll show you. Hey, you, I remember you, take this! Toad! See? It's like, well, shit. I don't say likes of you. So anyway, yeah, once you keep promoting games that are like less... So you keep promoting games that are less than $10. Wait, what do you mean? What are they promoting? Oh, it's a different Final Fantasy. It's like, there's one Final Fantasy where, similarly, the shopkeepers don't like you. And if you go to the shop, they like charge you extra for everything. Also, we can buy high potions now, which we're going to be using more often, because basic potions are going to very quickly start to become worthless. It's in the sales section. Oh, right, you mean as in, like, your poor wallet. Oh, whoops, didn't mean to leave. We don't want to fight. We don't want to get in a fight in Toad form. Like, Mini, like, reduces your defense severely, but at least the trade-off is that your evasion is increased. Toad just brutalizes your defense, and that's it. That's it. So Toad is just, no, you get screwed. Hurting each other. This behavior saddens me. Can you let me part? Thank you. Inside the building is the Devil's Road, which leads all the way to Baron. The road has been sealed since the, incident. Is this the one that has a secret in the forest? Oh, I think this one's the one where they charge extra at the inn. Right? If I go upstairs and go past the inn, I think they charge extortions. Yeah, they charge 200 when like, the previous shops charge like 20. Hey, watch this! Also, this woman I think will curse you. Which is why it plays more ominous music. But I'm already like got status conditions, so what does it matter? I'm getting sleepy. You require much training. Oh wow, that's weirdly like detailed, the frog sprite. Also, it inflicted Pig on us, which Pig grinds your speed to a halt. Oh, every NPC in the game, if you run headfirst into them, the game will force nudge them out the way. So don't worry about getting stuck. If you just nudge, you'll get out. No idea how much pain suffering will cause all this. Get some gold to come here. I can't go anywhere else. Hi there! It's actually me, the set. Can I sleep in this bed? No. Sleeping will reset any status condition, so don't mind Cecil the Croaking Frog. We're all born innocent, yet evil souls pervade the land nonetheless. Yes, yeah, thanks for the Shakespearean dialogue there, my dude. Get out of my way. Alright, so in a cutscene. You are that Dark Knight from before. Why have you returned? My name is Cecil. I'm the former commander of the Red Wings. At that time, I didn't have the courage to go against the King's orders. Words will not bring back our dead. However, I see that you have changed. Perhaps it would not be a waste of my time to hear what you have to say. We are fighting a man named Golbez, who has somehow risen in power in Baron. However, my companions and I were attacked from Leviathan on our way to rescue a friend from Golbez's clutches. Perhaps this is a test, and you must prove yourself worthy. However, you have come to rely too much on your dark sword. This will only lead to the darkening of your soul. If you wish to fight with purity, you must head to Mount Ordeals to the east. There you may find, is where your fate lies. But my friends are in danger. I can't waste any time. I see your friends mean much to you, but you must not be impatient. You are destined to a great fate. You must go to Mount Ordeals and transform your dark sword into one of light. Those who accept the holy light will become paladins. Many have journeyed to Mount Ordeals, but none have returned. Do you still wish to go? I feel I must. Very well. The journey will be dangerous for a lone Dark Knight. I will have 2 mages accompany you. Palom, Porum. Any Final Fantasy 13 players will recognize that, because there's literally a city called Paramporum. And it's a reference to these guys. There's a city in 13 called Palamporum, and it's just these guys. You called for us? Where is Palom? Palom, come out this minute. I can't believe I have to help this barren scum. Be grateful that Miss Cydia's prodigy Palom will assist you. Are these the mages? Yes, this is Palom and Polum. Although still apprentices, they should be of great help. I'm the greatest mage of all Miss Cydia. You should be thankful I'm even speaking to you. Palom, I expect you to behave yourself on this journey. My name is Porum. Pleased to meet you, sir. Palom, greet him properly. Hey, nice to meet you. Black Mage Polum and the Right Mage Porum have joined the party. The other side, like, Alter Bridge is so damn good. Okay. Anyway, we've got our new mages. Now, go to Mount Ordeals, Palom Porum. Do everything in your power to assist Cecil. We're still a fucking mage. We're still a problem. Can you fix us? Okay, let me rearrange first. You have no ability to help. Okay, great. What about you? What do you have? Why is poison first for you? That's disgusting. Why did Oh, I forgot load is just there if you need it. Hey, can I come past? Hey, how many, Oh, there is nothing in Mysidia. There is nothing in Mysidia. They're like, leave. Right, we won't live in Mount Ordeals if we're still a frog with no defense, with pig on us as well. So we will have to actually, you know, unfortunately, tanker spending and like go to inn. I know there's a town in 6 where if you use the inn, you get robbed in the night. Like, there is a lot of like little things that you can find in Final Fantasy games. Never forgive, never forget, death to Baron. Do you have a weapons shop in here? Yes, you do. Let's see what we could get up. Like, there we go. Ooh, flame rod's better, and healing staff for you. Ooh, healing or holy staffs you need to be careful of, because like I said, the staffs will sometimes tell you what spells tied to them. If you got cure on a staff and then you have that character physically attack an enemy, you're healing them. You know? So be a little wary. But I will buy that and buy that. And we can also... Don't need you. Don't need you. Don't need... Oh, actually, I'll keep that ruby ring for a sec. We don't need those ice rods. I'll keep one of them just in case. Because it de-equipped everyone, that's why I'm like, people are like, Well, see, like, the fire and thunder claws are here. He's never joining our party again, so you can sell Edward stuff. Edward's out of the party permanently now. He doesn't come back. That's why I said some characters you really don't need to worry about in terms of items and whatnot, because once they're out of the party, they just stay gone. I'll keep the claws though, because Yang will be returning to the party at some point. Alright, what do you sell us? Wizards, Gaia gears. Oh, all the light stuff. The light stuff is for Cecil, but not yet. He needs to be waiting until he's a paladin. So I'm not actually going to buy it now because look at how much it is. But I will give these guys more. So it's just this stuff at the end we're leaving because look how pricey it is. It's not worth it. Do you have sight so I can at least show you where we're heading? You do, awesome. Alright, Mount Ordeals is to the east of us. You see that there's that forest, and there's another chocobo forest in it, and then there's a mountain? Yeah, so we've got a little bit of running to do. Because on this way you can see on the path, it's a bit of a spiraling path over to it first. God, imagine having the map that small. What's even the point? Okay, it's not. The healing staff isn't the cure staff, but my warning still stands that you should be careful what the staff is. I do think the healing staff will cure status conditions though. So if you're using a bunch of status conditions on the enemy, then oof, that's something you don't want to just burn. What's most significant, as I said, the first, real major grind you should be wary of is coming up. Because when you, do go to, this fucking needle is doing so much damage. Alright, bye, kid. When you, once you've been to Mount Ordeals, and you've got, Cecil from a Dark Knight to a Paladin, the biggest... Oh, he's dead again. Oh, that's... They're both dead. Great. Just finish this fucking fight. This goddamn Gatlingers. Sorry, try it again. When we get to... Oh, it doesn't resurrect them. Oh, whoops. That was a waste then. I forgot tents don't do that. I think cottages do. Oh well. When we get to Mount Ordeals and we get Cecil into a paladin, he gets reset to level 1. So you do need to... There's no choice in the matter, really. You do have to grind. My recommendation, and most people would say this, it might sound like a lot of grinding to do considering you'll be level 1, but it honestly doesn't take that long at all. Especially because Palum and Porum don't stay in the party that long, so you don't have to worry about their levels too much. You just power level, as in have Palum and Porum get killed, and then just beat enemies just as Cecil, and you'll get all the experience. Okay, before you die, can these guys live a fight, please? There we go. Is he now Blizzara and Borum's learned life? Great. which means this will get shuffled along. And you. No. There we go. They call it no health anyway, so I might as well just use the potion. Let's see, there's a Chocobo Forest down here. There's a trophy for visiting every area once, so I will poke my head into every Chocobo Forest we go past. Bruh, 255 damage and you're still alive? It's a bulky zoo. Bruh, why is this thing still alive? There we go. Wow, that was a bulky bird. There's a secret item in here, of course there is. I'm just messaging Mother. We're now in front of Mount Ordeals. I'm going to save again. Since I'm going to have to do grinding after this dungeon, it'll probably make a good place to stop. So we'll do Mount Ordeals, and then when we finish... Also, yeah, this is just here, just so you have to go pick the kids up, basically, before you can start this dungeon. You have to go visit the castle. Well, what are you waiting for? Yeah, keep your hat on. Blizzard! And I can just do the grinding off screen. Ha, too easy. Whack. Palom, the elder taught us not to submit to arrogance. Please forgive his antics. Meanwhile, in the super evil lair, come forth, Scaramouche. Scaramouche of Earth, at your command. Cecil's aspires too much. He ascends Mount Ordeals as we speak. I shall clip his wings now. So he desires to become a paladin. Dispose of him. His dark sword should be all but useless against your undead. One minute. I shall return with his head. Make sure that you do. Yes, sir. This is the first of what's known as the Four Fiends. They are the major bosses of the game, so get ready to fight them when they come, because they will put up more of a fight than the bosses you'll be familiar with. This is getting interesting, wouldn't you say, Kane? Cecil might still prove to be quite a formidable opponent. You dare question my judgment? Scaramouche is one of the 4 elemental lords. He will not fail. Well, he calls them 4 elemental lords, but everyone knows them as the 4 Fiends. Shit, if they're promoting what I think you're talking about, they're going to, because it made loads of money, and that's all they care about. Rosa and I will delight in watching Cecil's demise. Sire, please grant me a second chance. Instead of Scaramouche, allow me the task of slaying him. Just be grateful I let you live after your little blunder. Cecil. Well, I mean, they're still trying to promote Star Wars Jedi Survivor, and that game straight up doesn't, you know, work. That game didn't work at launch. What do you feel about 4's story? It's a game from 1991, and it's the very first RPG I ever played. Its story is not Shakespeare. It's not anything too special, but I enjoy it for what it is. It's got enough little twists and turns, and the final act of the game's kind of wild for its time. But I enjoy it for what it is. Of the original, like, 6 Final Fantasies, actually, I'll say of the original 5, but it's kind of unfair to put 6 into the conversation, because 6's story is really good. Like, 6 has an extremely ambitious story, but 4's story, it's good for what it wants to be. It's nothing groundbreaking, but it's also let's say, the subject of its time. It's good for its time, I think. Fire and Protect. Okay, perfect. Protect we need. Nice. Yeah, but this is also a SNES era RPG, is what I was getting at. And SNES era RPGs, well, SNES era games in general, mostly still didn't even have fucking stories outside of what was in a book. You know, like with Metroid sort of thing, where it's like the whole story was just what you got in the book. I'm not saying 90s across all media. No, this is an early era RPG. It's got a good story for its time, but it's nothing groundbreaking. It's just a story for its time. Also, 2 or 4 chests. Oh, right, we got magic. Let me rearrange, because we got Fire, so we can... A little bit of rearranging, because I will do this, because it will annoy me. Have Blizzard there, and then just have Thunder on the end. It's more gameplay-centric. Yeah, that's probably a better way to do it. None of the, and I will include 6 when I say this, none of the original 6 Final Fantasies are that long. I mean, like, if I had to be generous, I'd say this game's got, like, 6 chapters. And this game doesn't have chapters per se, I just kind of chapter it. But if the game had 6 chapters, we're already in chapter 2, you know? And we're like 3 hours in. This game, none of the classic Final Fantasy is that long. It's why I don't mind covering this now, like, first before Ireland, because I've beaten this game so many times, I know this game's not that long, you know? It does have a few things that are ambitious for its time. As I already said, like, get used to main characters dying, because they do it a lot. They try and have a lot of narrative deaths that have the impact on your equipment and everything. Like, try and be, you know, try and make it have more of an impact on you and have more mattering and whatnot, but it's more comical when characters die in this than it is actually tragic. The game portrays it as tragic, but it's just like, man, that's like the 8th character in an hour that's died, so you know what I mean? It loses its charm a little. It's not as bad as 2. I can't stress that enough, though. 2 had a fetish for killing characters off. It was absurd. That's what also makes that game so much more frustrating, because it's the grindiest Final Fantasy of the lot, and, like, you lose party members every 5 fucking seconds. So you're like, well, why did I bother? Oh, these are, like, proper undeads. Okay, so we need to be using just magic, really. It also means they will be weak to heal. So they do have stories, but like, it's not as simple as, like, Final Fantasy 1. Final Fantasy 1 story is, there's 4 elemental crystals, there's a monster attacking each crystal. You go fight all 4 crystals, Garland, time jumps. I'm gonna just heal you up it. Time jumps to make a time loop, to make it so those fiends will always resurrect. You then go fight Garland, he becomes Chaos, you beat Chaos, the game ends. So Final Fantasy 2 had the whole, once you, like, the Emperor, like, takes over the world, once you beat the Emperor, he's killed, he takes over Hell, and you have to go into Hell and kill him again. That was an unfortunate crit. 3 actually had, like, a good world lore about it, because you start on what you think's the whole world, and then when you get on your airship and leave, you realise that the whole original world was actually, like, buried by the ocean, and you have to do a lot of magic hijinks to kind of, like, restore it to its former glory and all this stuff, so you can actually explore the proper rest of the world. And you spend a huge chunk of the game on the island of the land that you think's the whole world, before it reveals that to you, that it's actually a lot more. These guys are annoying me. These enemies suck. Because these guys aren't strong enough. There we go. Yeah, so I need some levels in these kids. There we go. they're just going to get rinsed and we just burn items. Oh, damn it, I just pressed all the wrong buttons. There we go. I preferred, like, each new tier of, like, magic to make a new row. Which is why I've got Fire, Blizzard, Thunder. But because you can't make space, it's just like this. So when we get Fire-Aga will go there. Blizzaga there, Fundaga there. You can't quite do it the same with healing magic because there's 4 tiers. So you will naturally have to make a 4th row for Kuraja. But then you make up for that by there's 2 resurrection spells. So like you have Kuraja and then you have Life and I forget what the other one's called, like Restore. So then it becomes like it still stays kind of clean. Oh, it's just a linear path. It's just the enemies. Getting 6 zombies in a Sage, tell her. Tell her. Cecil. What brings you here? Wait, you seek Meteor as well? Meteor? If you know about Meteor, that means you're Teller. Hey, old man, am I right? Don't be rude, you stand before the great sage himself. Meteor in the story is the strongest spell in this game. In gameplay, don't use it. Don't use it. It's got a lot of random variables on it that kind of weaken it. And, you know, I was talking about how, you know, the ATB system, the stronger the spell, the longer the cooldown, and that's how it should work. Meteor's cooldown is astronomical, so just don't use the fucking thing. It costs 99 MP to use the thing, so you burn a huge chunk in it. Its damage is it picks an area at random and bombs it, so if there's enemies not there, it's just wasted. And the cooldown is really big. Use Flare instead. Flare has half the cooldown, and is target locked, so it will always hit its target. They buff it in 5 to make it that it will always hit every enemy, no matter what, instead of just picking a bombing zone, but it's still like... Then at least you have to worry about the cooldown. But it's still like, yeah, Meteor in this game, the game that introduced it, it's not great, don't use it. It's an honor to meet you. We came here from Mysidia on the orders of our elder. Yeah, we're spying on... What? Please excuse him. As I was saying, we're serving as guides for Sir Cecil. My name is Porum. And I'm Palom, Mysidia's most exalted mage. I've heard a lot about you. You know what you could say exalted? How old are you, like 5? What? Kids from Mysidia, huh? Beware of Ridio and Edward. We were attacked by Leviathan on our way to Baron and... What? They aren't dead, are they? Don't say so for sure, but I fear the worst. On top of that, Golbez has captured Rosa. I'll bet you that's his girlfriend. Hush. I thought you'd headed straight to Baron to confront Golbez. My magic still lacks the power to defeat him, so I came here to find the legendary spell, Meteor. I sense a strong aura on this mountain. I believe it holds what I'm looking for. But that spell is much too dangerous. It requires tremendous vitality for a man your age. I admit that I am old, but one old man's life is a fair price to pay to bring down Golbez. Geez, why are adults so pig-headed? You don't understand because you're still a kid. Now hush. Cecil, you have yet to answer my question. Why did you come here? I came here in hopes of becoming a paladin. I cannot defeat Golbez with the dark sword, and I have longed to renounce this hateful thing. Who's Golbez? Don't you know anything? He's the one controlling Baron. He is no ordinary man, but a powerful sorcerer whose evil grows by the second. So, Cecil, you are here to become a paladin. Then this mountain must hold some secret after all. I shall accompany you. Thank you, Teller. What can we equip on the old man? Okay. What is his defense compared to... Okay, no, we're doing the row swap again. Order, swap. There. Actually, I'll have Teller at the top. I'll do that. One step. Oh, it's okay. We got someone that is actually more helpful with us now, so we'll be fine. Even though he doesn't have fire, he doesn't need it because he's, you know, a beast. Oh, speaking of, you have like no MP, Palom. I didn't realise we burnt so much on the last zombie fight. It's almost like we fought 6 of them and it was just me and 2 kids. Stop ganging up on the kid. Thank you. Oh yeah, right, there's like no damage, right? Because we've got darkness. The problem is that all our weapons have darkness. And that's why we're doing like no damage. Because darkness is the opposite of light, and light hurts these guys. That's why Cecil's kind of useless right now. Once he becomes a paladin and he gets some holier weaponry, he'll be fine. It won't do the same amount of damage, but is it something? I should just do this, as they're going to keep on bonking us. Ooh, Permanent Stop. That's actually kind of nice. You won't get much use out of it here, but that's kind of nice. Put it, like, way up here. Ether. And you'll notice the difference. When we become a paladin, as soon as we get a holy weapon of any description, these zombies will like die in one hit. They will stop being a threat. I think the ghouls and these souls are going to get healed from the fire. Yep. That's why I was trying to get them killed early. We should be good to just bomb rush. Yep. Oh, a Lilith. I haven't bumped into one of them yet. I don't know if there's a bestiary-based trophy in this game. I haven't actually looked at that one. If there is, then well, if we're going for the adamant, we're going to see most enemies anyway. I'll probably do go for the adamant off screen, because if you actually get the adamant armor, it kind of makes the final boss kind of like not a complete joke, because it can still kill, you know, the rest of your party, but it won't be killing Cecil. Oh, Prominent Silence. Okay, we've got everything. There's... Baron, stop that. Stop what? There's our rest point. Go use it. I think I might pull the trigger on my Civ Rev 2 Pro review. Or Pro 2 review. Oh, well, you feel like you've got everything you want to say now. You got it already. there was a script, right? Yeah. Speaking of scripts, I'm still working on my Knights of Azure 2 video. I'm keep on like bringing it up, even though there's not much new to say. It's more like making sure I'm still getting on it and making sure I'm still doing it. Anyway, as you approach, we got our first like major boss. I said stop it. It's not me. Oh Jesus Christ! Look at how many of these. Oh goodness. Crashes of Azure 2. Funnily enough, despite how much it crashed on me when I live streamed it, it hasn't crashed on me once since reviewing it. And so it makes me think more that it might have been something to do with the PS5 emulating the PS4 title. And like the emulator that they used for like, the PS4 title has just been updated since then, so it's a bit more consistent. But it hasn't crashed on me once. The closest I got is that there was one point where it sat on a load screen for a little longer than I thought it should have. Anyway, we've got our major boss. I sense an evil presence. I will enjoy killing you all. Who's there? Okay, let's go pro. Yeah. Under Master Golbez's orders, I, Scaraminglon of Earth, will deliver you unto the gates of hell. My undead hunger for your flesh. Also, this is like one of the most iconic boss themes from my childhood. I love the Four Fiends battle theme. Well, no, we're getting to it, but you know what I mean. Like, we're about to hear it. We're gonna but not yet. We're getting to it. Can these guys stop spamming drain, please? It's on counter, I think. Yeah, it's on counter, so that's why they're doing it so much. But this should do an absurd amount of extra damage, hopefully that will fix them. Good. Nice! Huge damage. Oh, yes, okay, there's your MP refill. Just osmos the boss. If you need it. I'll just top up and heal. Come on, I want to get to phase 2. I want you guys to hear like one of my favourite boss themes of my childhood. But we're at it, we just got to get it to phase 2. I will do this preemptively though, because we're going into we're approaching the next phase. What's happening to me? Don't get too excited. You'll be like, oh boy, we're all done, let's go. That's just phase 1. Fools, my true strength lies in death. Join me in hell. Time for one of my favourite boss themes of my childhood. This is my true form. Die! Breathe deep and walk as the undead. Oh, I love that theme. Yeah, Skyrim Alone's like whole shtick is that he tries to poison the party and then cast slow, so you get your turns less often. But you do have your ultimate get out of jail free card. But the problem is that the Hermes shoe is going to be used on yourself. It's not a end or be all situation. You can so I think you can inflict slow back on him, at least. Yes. Having Cecil on Berserk mode is just your best bet, because it's all he can really do. Darkness won't hurt this thing. So having him Berserk so he gets extra damage. Because Berserk is traditional Berserk, as in it increases damage, but lowers defense. He's not really doing much else anyway, so you might as well just go for this. This whole enemy shtick is about trying to poison you to death, but if you get some fire magic on him, he will break apart eventually. Now, this experience you get for this boss does not matter to Cecil, because we're literally just about to get his level reset. How could I possibly lose? Oh, there's poison kicking in. Actually, I can just do this. Yeah, with the pixel remasters, you can, with the boosts, you can turn on and off encounters, but if you just press right stick, you can do it at any time, which is just nice. It's just appreciated for getting a move on. You can just do this. Oh, I should have also saved as well, just in case I fuck this up, because it's actually on your. It's relatively easy to misunderstand and die. My son. Son? Just who are you? Long have I awaited you, and much sorrow have I endured. I shall now entrust you with my strength. In doing so, my pain will only grow, but there is no other way. Break from your past and overcome the darkness. Only then will you receive the only power. You must defeat the Dark Knight within you. What's going on? There's two of them! Cecil! Hey, look out! Stay back, this is my battle. One I must fight alone to atone for my wrongs. If I recall, you're supposed to do nothing. If you attack the thing, it retaliates stronger. But now you're a white mage as well. You're a paladin, so you have access to white magic, so Cecil can actually heal himself. Isn't that crazy? There is more at stake than justice or truth. One day you will see. Now go, seek what you must. And then it ends. If you attack the thing, it will attack harder back. You have done well. Now my spirits will become light, and that light will be your strength. With it, you must stop Golbez. Farewell, my son. No, don't go. Cecil has become a paladin. And you get a more triumphant thing because this is like the big start of Cecil's character growth. That he discards his life as a dark knight and becomes a paladin. He literally becomes a warrior for the light instead of the darkness. Are you alright? You must be. Palom enough. This feeling, I can't explain it. It feels so familiar in that voice. Oh my. Mr. Teller? My spells, I remember them now. Teller remembered all of his spells. He doesn't get a fanfare though. Meteor. That light, somehow it broke the seal upon Meteor. That gets one though. He's learned the plot spell, because don't fucking use it yourself. He is indeed a great sage. Hey, Porum, I think it's time we... Cecil, I have to tell you something. We're actually ready to face Golbez. I am doom itself. Come, Cecil, to Baron. Yes, to Baron. That light. Why did he call me son? Hey, wait up! Are you coming? Yes. Trophy unlocked, the Knight's chosen. Cecil's now level 1. His default stats are pretty good. He's level fucking 1. Also, he starts with the Sword of Legend, which is beautiful because it gives you 99% accuracy on all physical attacks. Do I need to explain why that's cool? Oh, also you can do this. A Holy Sword inscribed the Legend of Mysidia. But you see, his stats are miserable now. Oh, Jesus, yeah, right, he has everything now, right. I need to reorganize his spells. I forgot that he literally has everything. See, Cecil and Skites. Cecil and we didn't straight up from 1 to 8. You catch up quick, but 20 should be your goal. Anyway, Teller's magic is, actually, it'd probably be easier if I do. Oh no, fine, I'll just do custom. I was trying to see if I could do find an easier way of doing it, but no luck. Cura, Cura-ja. Asuna, life and full life. Oh, he's got Cura-ga, sorry. Cura-ja is tier 4, so that goes there. Asuna there. Float is for dungeons. Sights gets some maps, I'll put that there. He's there. The rest of this, Protect and Shell. Haste is really good, and I'll put Slow with Exits together, and then Berserk. And then the rest I'm not too fussed about either way or otherwise. And then for his Aggressor magic. There's Fire-Gur, there's Fire-Ra, there's Blizzard, there's Blizzara, there's Thunder can stay, Daga, from Dara. Osmos I'll keep with that. Oh, Bio and Poison. Bio is just stronger poison. So keep hold of it, keep them together. Osmos I'll put there. These don't matter as much, but Stop I'll keep near the top of the list. Tornado. This is also known as White Wind, and if you're unfamiliar with what White Wind or Tornado spell is, it is gravitational damage. Gravitational damage is percentage damage. It's not based on like your stats or anything. The damage it does is based on the percentage the spell itself dictates. Gravity is 50%, for example. So if the enemy has 200 health, they're down to 100. If they were already at 100, they're now on 50. If they're already on 50, they're on 20, that sort of thing. So it gets less useful as time goes on. Tornado is 99%. It will put their health into single digits. Doesn't work on anything. If an enemy is resistant or immune to gravity, it won't work. But keep that in mind. I said before that there's another instance way later in the game where there's a point where you can really easily grind a lot of levels. It involves Tornado, because there's a dragon enemy that's weak to Tornado, and there's another enemy that you can have spawn with it that every time it's hit with magic, it will spawn a new enemy, and you can make it so it will spawn that dragon. So you just hit it with like level 1 weak magic, so it does barely anything. It spawns a dragon. You tornado the dragon, so it goes health goes back to single digits. Kill it. That's 9,000 experience points to everyone in the party. Then you just hit it with thunder again, rinse and repeat. Kill the dragon like 12 times. Everyone will suddenly be like level 80, and they'll be like level 40 before. And then that's the end. That's the last of the grinding you'll ever need to do in the game. Because although the final boss is like level 75. Like, that's, like, by the time you get there, it will still be a reasonable challenge without you out-leveling it, sort of thing. You won't, like, ruin it. It gets rid of the grinding risks later on. But it only spawns in the Giant, which, as I said before, once you leave the Giant, when we get there, you can never re-enter. Also, because Meteor's plot-based, and Meteor's supposed to be the strongest spell in the game, Teller's MP will always be at 90, Meteor costs 99, so you can't use it in the game right now. It's only later on you'll be able to use it. There's something a little cheeky they do. So I am going to stick in the general vicinity and grind up a little bit. When we next go back to town... oh, we're ambushed, great. When we next go back to town, I will buy the holy equipment, because it was for, if you haven't gathered already, Paladin Cecil. It was just irrelevant to get it at that time. Oh, also, we'll be trying to get, Excalibur later on. It's a little out of the way to get it, but I will be trying to get it, which is Cecil's ultimate weapon. Yeah, no, I'll save. Because this is as good a time as any for me to start wrapping up. Because I said I'm going to do some grinding, I'm going to get Cecil up to level 20, which will take a little bit. And so I might as well wrap it here. We managed to, you know, do the whole first act of the game per se. We're now Paladin mode. We've got one of the 4 fiends dealt with. We will be encountering the other 3 in time. We've got a Rosa to go save and a Golbez to go face. But for our first venture into one of my all-time favourite games and the Final Fantasy that got me into not just Final Fantasy, but RPGs in general, I'd say we did pretty well. So join me again tomorrow for more of Final Fantasy IV. Until then, however, thank you so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already. It genuinely really helps this channel grow. And if you haven't already, consider checking my Twitter or Patreon in the description of every single stream. You may find something in there. You might find something that you feel like supporting or helping out with. But regardless, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.